Right, are we good? Are we live? Apparently the internet is not, but we are. So hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. Today, the Premier League action returns. It's Aston Villa versus Newcastle as the race for Europe heats up. Going to be a very exciting game today. Joined by a Villa fan as well in Harry, who's going to be joining us once he's worked out all the technical things. And we'll do 15 minutes of build-up before we get into today's game. But yeah, very exciting. It's our first Premier League stream in I think a month now. Yeah. It's been a while because obviously we took a 2-week break. Before then it was the international break, so it has been a while. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Sloth. Is it on BT Sport? It is indeed. The 12:30 kickoff, as always, brought to you on BT Sport. We'll be trying to describe it as vividly as possible so that, yeah, you can enjoy it in here if you don't have BT Sport, and if not, then you can watch the game and watch us as well while you watch the game. That's why it's called a watch-along. But yeah. Hopefully the Wi-Fi does improve before kick-off because it has been a bit of a mess to start today's stream. But we are live, so that's positive at least. But yeah, other than that, we'll get into the lineups in just a moment. And in the meantime, I will waffle until Harry has sorted our Wi-Fi issues. But yeah, exciting game today. Newcastle currently in the Champions League spots. Obviously, every point is very vital when fighting up at the top of the table. Aston Villa now into Europa League places. They've had some strong form in 2023 following the appointment of Unai Emery. And if they could get a win today, well, that would really solidify their place in Europe. A point ahead of Brighton, 3 points ahead of Liverpool. Liverpool do have a game in hand. But if Villa were to win today, I could back them to get Europe. Newcastle's a tough team. Tough team to play against, but if they do get a result today, then yeah, I'd back them. Is your internet bad or is it mine? It's Sloth. This happens every once in a while. Our Wi-Fi just decides to be bad. It's been better recently, and today it's just being improves before the game kicks off. But at the moment, it's not looking great. Green light now though, so that might be a positive back to red. But yeah, hopefully we've got 12 minutes. Harry's probably working on a fix. I don't really know what he's doing. But yeah, we can pray that everything sorts itself out before kickoff. Looking at the poll in chat, then currently 3 votes. Like to see people already getting involved, getting some votes in there. 67% at the moment in favour of the home side, Aston Villa. 33% Newcastle. Still nobody going for a draw. No big surprises there. No, nobody seems to back the draw. No one ever seems to back the draw. But yeah, make sure to vote on that if you haven't already. And if you are just hopping in, then please get involved in chat, in the build-up, and of course throughout the game. Love seeing you guys getting involved. But yeah, is everything solid? He stepped away and it's gone back to red. Maybe just sit there for the entire thing. But yeah, again, apologies guys. We don't really know the cause of this. We thought we'd worked out all the problems, but seemingly not. And yeah, it continues to be an issue, our internet. One day we'll have internet that's actually reliable, but yeah, in the meantime we'll keep ploughing through. Hopefully it will work today. But yeah, because we've got a very exciting game to bring you, and so hopefully, as I say, the Wi-Fi will get back to working soon. Aston Villa, the home side to the 4, or well, I'm going to go based off a 4-3-3 because that makes the most sense here.
Try to restart that.
Alright, Dendonka in defensive midfield, McGinn and Lewis the central midfielders, Ramsey on one side, Buendia on the other. Strong side, and then Watkins leading the line, of course. It's a good team for Villa today. Of course, a few players missing. No Leon Bailey in the side, which I think is a big miss. He's looked really decent in recent weeks. But of course, Ollie Watkins, Villa's leading marksman, the guy with 9 goals in the last 14 matches. Very good start to 2023 for him indeed. If he can keep up his form, then yeah, that'll benefit Villa a lot today. As for Newcastle, the opposition, Harry's still working on a fix. Newcastle, point between the sticks. Then it's a flat back 4 of Captain Trippier, Shah, Botman and Byrne. Across the midfield 3, Anthony Gordon. So that's interesting. Makes a change. Makes a big change. But yeah, Sloth asks, Are you doing 3 o'clock watch along? No, we will not. We can't watch the 3 o'clocks. Once you have a PlayStation controller in your hand, that's how we watch the game. I was just turning it off and then turning it on again, seeing if that helps. But seemingly nothing is really helping. But yeah, hopefully, as I say, the Wi-Fi will sort itself out. But yeah, in the meantime, I'll keep talking. Harry is joining us back now. For some reason, whenever you step away, it goes back to red. It's weird, though, because usually when we see the Wi-Fi struggling, it jumps up and down. Whereas this is just going straight from green to red. Okay. Yeah, sorry, guys. Again, we'll try and sort it out before. We've got 8 minutes. Hopefully it, fixes itself, but can't make many promises. Anyway, Aston Villa then. Today, where do we go? Aston Villa or Newcastle with the build-up. Both good sides. Both sides enjoying a good season. I'd say they've both had 2 seasons of contrasting fortunes in terms of the times they've played well. So Newcastle are very good sides of the season. They've tapered off a little bit into struggle under Steven Gerrard, but have come flying into form to start 2023. You're very low.
There's a problem with my chair now as well. This is ridiculous. I don't know what to do. We're just going to power about it.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, about the Wi-Fi. But, yeah, hopefully it's not too much of a hindrance for today's stream.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, hopefully you can still enjoy it. Anyway, yeah, Harry's a Villa fan, isn't he? Chelsea. Yeah, he's weird and supports many different teams.
No. Chelsea will always be top, but Villa, I like Villa. I do. Started not supporting. Started became a fan of them once they lost the playoff final to Derby.
Right, that's really a weird time to start supporting someone, isn't it? When they lose the cup final. Yeah. Most will go the other way.
Yeah. So no, when we lost to Fulham, we beat Derby out the year after. But yeah, anyway, good game. Should be a brilliant game today. 2 very good in form side. Newcastle, 5 wins in a row. Villa unbeaten.
It is. I think. Well, both sides have decent defensive records, though. We've seen Aston Villa become a really defensively solid team, and Newcastle, of course, one of them this season has been their ability to not concede goals. So
yeah,
I think we could be in for a 0-0, but you never know. With the strikers on display, there's a chance that we that we see some goals.
We'll definitely see a goal today. Probably a lot more, but I don't know how this is going to go. I think it's going to be close. Neither side's also going to run away with it. 2 very good sides who are enjoying really good seasons, I think.
I mean, if you told me at the start of the season that both Villa and Newcastle would be in the
especially Villa
European spots
after the start of the season, as a Villa fan, I completely forgot Steven Gerrard.
Interesting predictions, guys. Keep the predictions coming in, of course, as we get into we're actually 5 minutes away from kickoff, so we'll get into predictions in just a moment. In fact, we can do. As a Villa fan, I'm presuming this is going to be biased, but what are you going to go for?
Yeah, there's probably a little bit of bias in it, but I think at home...
That's just not a word.
Okay, but I think at home at Villa Park, I'm expecting a strong performance. I will go 2-1 Villa.
Okay.
Villa goals from Watkins and McGinn, and a Newcastle goal from Isak.
Watkins makes me want to say Villa will score, but I don't think they will. I'm going to go Aston Villa 0, Newcastle 2. Just simply think Newcastle are too good at the moment. I think their defensive... their defence is just a massive positive for them. I think Kieran Trippier is going to have a good game. I think they'll play really well. And obviously, Nick Pope, an incredible goalkeeper, has kept many clean sheets this season. I think he'll make another one today. And yeah, Newcastle in the table right now. They need all the wins they can get as they and Manchester United jostle over third. I think Newcastle can get third. I hope they get Champions League football. I do fear that if they slip up a little bit, which we've seen is possible, then they could be jumped by Tottenham and Manchester United, in which case they'd be dumped out of Champions League football. Equally, Tottenham are also known to slip up quite regularly.
And the next team behind those 2 teams is Aston Villa in 6th. So
yeah, but I think Brighton, 2 games in hand and only a point behind, are probably more of a shoe-in if those 3 slip up.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the European race unfolds, and we'll get one step closer to knowing how that will conclude today. It's Aston Villa hosting Newcastle, a very exciting game as the players make their way out of the tunnel now. Is there any other football going on this morning?
There's obviously Wrexham got Barnet in the National League, but apart from that, not too much. It's first game of the game week.
Yeah, when we do a 5:30, we've got all the morning games to talk about. Now we can look forward to games today. I mean, I've got my Chelsea shirt on. Not excited for Chelsea Brighton in the slightest, but if we get a draw, I'll be knee sliding around my living room. So that's what I'm praying for. Oh, 100%. If we keep a clean sheet...
1-1. Although we score a goal. Either way, we draw.
Right,
if we draw, we either kept a clean sheet or scored. So...
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah.
Mate, if we get a goal, honestly...
This is a bit of an overachievement from Villa this season. Emery's...
Yeah, I think if you look at the underlying numbers, Villa have overachieved, especially with the squad. But I think if you give Unai Emery £100 million in the summer, he can build a team that gets Champions League football next season.
I think there's a couple of players that could be... I mean, Ashley Young, love the bloke, but as a backup right back, probably not.
If we're making early predictions for next season, Villa may not be strong in the league. Unai Emery teams usually aren't. But if he's in the Europa League or the Conference League,
we've won it.
And you give him a big budget to invest, I think there's a good chance that Villa win a trophy next season.
Yeah.
If not, he'll go deep in one of the cups, maybe. He didn't even get a chance, did he?
No,
he was out of the cups before he even turned up. 4-4-2
it could be
for Aston Villa, which would make sense. That's the formation they play in. But
this season, quite a few times. And on the left. But John McGinn's brilliant. I mean, he's enjoyed. Decent, I know most Villa fans, and I agree. I think he's playing some of his best stuff.
And to be fair, with Ramsey and McGinn, it makes sense because obviously we see Villa sit very defensive at times. I could see them turning into a block today. Dendoncker slots into form almost a back five. Ramsey and McGinn come more central. You make a three, and then Buendia and Watkins. That seems quite logical to me. That's just me, but yeah, we've seen Villa at times they go. So obviously they go 4-4-2, which means they can split up into blocks. Sometimes they do 6-2-2 and sit everyone so far back, and they're just two people doing all the chasing. So there's a chance we see something like that today. I think they'll probably Dendoncker will sit in a bit more, but throw a couple more men from those wide areas into the middle of the park just to try and win that battle in there. But yeah, I'm sure we'll find out I'm sure this will be a very interesting tactical battle. It'll be interesting to see how it unfolds. We're about to get underway here. Kick off literally seconds away. Newcastle in the huddle now. But yeah, as I say, hopefully our Wi-Fi sticks out for a bit. I know we've had a lot of blips and pauses throughout the starts of this stream. I can only apologise for that and hope it improves throughout. But yeah, if it doesn't, then I'm sorry. We'll try and fix it before Tuesday. But yeah, I don't really have a quick fix. Anyway, we have also gained a sub during today's stream somehow, so thank you very much for that. 1.36k as obviously we pushed for that 2.5k this year. Aston Villa get us started today, and it's now Douglas Lewis on the ball, and Villa hoping that they can get a good result here at home and fuel their European charge, but it's going to be a very difficult match against a strong Newcastle team. Here's Alex Moreno. Mings, he can go long with it. Surging ball forward for a Villa shirt. Jacob Ramsey wins it back off Trippier. And now he can release Ollie Watkins behind. He's in. Watkins, touch. He shoots. And it's the post. It's so close. Aston Villa almost won up 27 seconds into the game. And I'm sure the whole end would have enjoyed that one had it gone in. Ball through from Ramsey. It's a brilliant ball. Watkins fights off. Is that Dan Burn really well?
Yeah.
Sven Botman really, really well. Tucks it past Pope, and he's only unfortunate that doesn't roll into the bottom corner, but a very fast start for Aston Villa.
Everyone thought it was in. Everyone thought it was in.
But yeah.
What a start. Good start. Minute in. Lovely. That's what Newcastle got to be careful. Very, very informed striker, Ollie Watkins.
Very different players.
Yeah. I think one's much, much better.
Yeah, Jacob Murphy obviously so clear. What a good young
Jacob
talent.
Murphy starting today?
I don't know where Almiron is. I'm presuming injured.
Yeah. And
I don't know where Sir Maximan is because Gordon starts. Maybe they just view Villa as an easy win. There. Moreno. Finds Konza. Konza holds off Murphy well. And now he goes back to Pope. Weekend. Especially if we've got European football to watch in the week. So, yeah. Yeah. Here's Emi Martinez. Hopefully, as this game goes on the Wi-Fi stabilisers, hopefully this game is a good one. But yeah, apologies again for the first 2 minutes. I could already see there's been quite a few spikes and problems with the internet. But yeah. Here's Tyrone Mings. Emi Martinez. Plays it forward. Can he find anyone with a pass? No. Jacob Murphy stops it, getting to Jacob Ramsey, but that's poor from Trippier. Ramsey wins it back, and Villa, they look to attack, but it's over here, and that's going to roll out for a Newcastle throw. I make TikToks and videos and YouTube and go live, and I'm only 10. Fair enough, Sloth. Hustling already. Yeah, fair enough. 7 votes as well in the poll and chat. 71% Aston Villa, 29% Newcastle. That's interesting to see. I thought the Newcastle ranking would be higher. I guess we've got quite a few Villa fans in chat today. Would be my only presumption, but maybe not. Maybe just a lot of people, a lot of neutrals thinking that Villa have the edge today. But yeah, here's Kieran Trippier. Trippier with the ball in his hands, looking for an option further forward. Finds Bruno, back to Trippier. They've been under pressure a lot so far, Newcastle. Well, now they'll look to bring the ball forwards. Now Dan Burn. Here at left back. Gordon, Burn. Forced back once more, Newcastle. Can Fabian Schär pick out a pass? No, cut out by Konza, but that wasn't convincing across to Ashley Young. That's how to play for a Newcastle throw. They won't mind that though, Villa. As long as it's not in the possession of Newcastle for long.
I mean, if it's off the pitch, they can't score from it. So.
No, unless they've got Rory Delap.
Yeah, they don't. So
they don't, to be fair. That would be overpowered if Newcastle had Rory Delap. I don't really have a tall striker though, do they, Newcastle? So it probably wouldn't have much of an impact.
Pretty tall.
Yeah, fair enough. No Peter Crouch though, is he?
No, he isn't.
Yeah. Can you tell Harry to go to Chelsea versus Villa next season? Harry, go to Chelsea versus Villa next season.
I mean, I'd love to, but I'm not going to be able to. Because I'm not, I'm not buying Chelsea ticket, I'll tell you that much.
Ball forward. Flicked across the box. Burn. On to Isak. He can't really get a touch on it. And now Villa will look to bring the ball the other way. Ramsey. Moreno. Nice play here, Luiz. Ramsey. And it's won back by and put out of play by, was that Botman? Newcastle's defenders all look the same to me. I'm about 90% sure they're the same person, but...
Yeah, they're very similar builds.
Different
and hair colour.
Yeah. Kane's going Watford versus Bristol City today. Interesting. I hope you lose, of course. Obviously, the mighty Luton Town going to the Premier League next season.
That should be a win for Watford, but it's been a strange season. Ball bouncing around and go ahead.
Nice play though from Villa here. Watkins.
Well, what a touch! Oh, but he wasn't the same. Buendia as well.
Buendia uses his body.
I still feel that Buendia is one of those players that still hasn't unlocked his full ability.
Yeah, I think he's starting to show more under Unai Emery.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's being used in the right role though. But yeah. Do you play football? What position do you play?
Centre half.
Yeah. He's what profile would I say? Sort of like Ryan Shawcross, a bit crap.
Better than Ryan Shaw. Well, I'm probably not better.
Nice turn from Ramsey. Slots it into Moreno. Can he get a ball into the box, Alex Moreno? Oh, he takes it past Murphy. Well, he gets it across the area, but it's headed away by Fabian Schär.
I mean, what a pickup Alex Moreno was from Unai Emery in January.
He's got good knowledge of the Spanish league. I think they can definitely use that, Villa. If they can bring in a few different players from La Liga and bring them over to England, I think they can make a good side out of that.
I feel like
he's been watching much MLS this season, but that's likely more from the scouts. Emery thought they'd scored. He raised
the whole bench had.
Yeah.
That Ollie Watkins chance in the first minute.
Bruno Guimaraes sends it long. Isak touches it down. Douglas Luiz, they're fighting away with Willock. Bruno Guimaraes gets absolutely snapped there.
Buendia's been hitting the face.
Now Buendia's down, but play will continue. Anthony Gordon bursting down this left, cuts inside. Now Botman. And they go forwards with it, and they try. I mean, that's not a great ball forward to Kieran Trippier, to be fair. Overhit massively, he was never going to get there. And Eddie Howe, I think this Villa's trying to give him a bit of a headache so far.
Yeah, I don't think he's very happy with the first 8 minutes he's seen from his side. They haven't enjoyed the ball as much as they would like to. And so far they haven't threatened Villa, and I don't think we're very happy with that. He'd been very scared of that Ollie Watkins chance in the first few seconds. Very lucky for that just to hit the post and rebound away. bit of a let off for Newcastle, and he'll expect better.
That's a poor pass from Moreno, and Newcastle win at heart of the pitch.
Again,
Trippier, Isak
Oh.
takes aim, and it's a good save from Emery Martinez.
But again, the first player that we what's it called? Compliment.
Yeah,
Compliment?
praise.
Alex Moreno. He just gives the ball.
It's a poor pass, and Isak
Big
gives
save from
Martinez something to think about.
I think that is another big difference for Villa in the last few years. Emery Martinez, what a goalkeeper!
Yeah.
I mean, we saw him at the World Cup.
He's certainly better than Orjan Neeland,
Yeah.
the bloke who literally took the ball over the line and somehow got away with it, and that kept Villa in the Premier League a couple of years back.
That wasn't the only factor.
But it could be, imagine how different the Premier League would be now if that was allowed to stand. Sheffield United would have stayed up, Villa would be down.
But I think Villa would have come straight back up.
I wouldn't be too sure. I thought Norwich would come straight back up, and they got battered 5-1 by Middlesbrough last night. So.
Cameron Archer.
Mentioned really to get the ball, but Bruno's not going anywhere. He was running wide with it. So it's a bit of a tactical foul, but with no reason to.
Yeah, I think.
Anthony Gordon now coming down this left. Can Young deal with him?
Yes.
Well, no, he had the ball in the centre, but it was cleared
Buendia.
by the defender. Buendia trying to
Wasn't
feed
great.
through
That
Watkins,
wasn't
but
great.
it's a poor pass, and Newcastle
I do
recover
think
it easily.
Emery's going to have a bit.
So Emmy's won it back from Dan Burn, and now they could come forwards. Aston Villa. Luiz cut out again by Kieran Trippier. Douglas Luiz flicks on now. Ramsey.
Do you think he could be? I mean, I know some Villa fans get excited because Villa Park is obviously in the Euro 2028 bid. Could Jacob Ramsey be starting for England in Euro 2028?
I mean, he could be. Depends where his career goes. I don't see it. I don't think he's going to be in the England squad, but maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's in with the under 21s at the moment. That's a good ball towards Watkins.
Watkins.
Heads it down to Ramsey,
and it's in.
in.
And there's Villa's goal. It's 1 Aston Villa 1, Newcastle 0. The hometown hero Jacob Ramsey slots it away well, and that all comes again from the man in form. Ollie Watkins picks up yet another contribution. Hit down by Watkins. Jacob Ramsey slots it away. Newcastle have been pretty poor so far, and this was another poor bit of defending.
Pope
with no chance,
I mean,
really.
McGinn does well. Watkins, very smart, just heads it down into the open area, and we're just talking about how good he is, and he's playing really well at the moment, Jacob Ramsey, and that is another brilliant finish from the young midfielder. And Villa, I mean, at the moment, this is a Unai Emery steam train towards Europe. And Villa, once again, in the lead.
Is there a chance that Aston Villa get Champions League football?
Oh, I'm dreaming.
They're 3 points away from Newcastle now. Newcastle do have a game in hand, but if Newcastle keeps slipping up, and I could see Tottenham losing. I don't know even who they've got to. Oh, Bournemouth, 100%. Philip Billing, goal, Dom Slake hat-trick, 4-0 Bournemouth.
Not great from Martinez. Ashley Young.
He's still got it, hasn't he, Ashley Young, across Nelson Mings.
It does shock me how good he is.
Yeah. Well, to stream, by the way, Cauliflower and Kane Holloman with some transfer rumours. West Ham expect to sign Maguire, McTominay and Martial from Manchester United. Loving the players from United with their first surnames beginning with M.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hey, Martial, they don't need a striker. They don't need another striker.
What, West Ham? I don't know.
They've
got Ings and Scamacca. I could see Scamacca leaving. He's not a great start to the Premier League.
Most goals in the Premier League this season in the first 15 minutes, showing that statement of 10. And especially going 1-0 up at Villa Park, very hard for Newcastle to come back now.
Yeah. Emery with the ball forward, cut out by Sven Botman. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes trying to get away from Douglas Luiz. Fair enough. Shah tries to find Trippier. That's a poor ball out wide. Distribution from... Oh, sorry, that was Botman. I keep getting those two mixed up. They are, again, the same bloke. But that's poor distribution again from Sven Botman, the left-sided centre-half. He's... I don't know. It's just been a bit poor today. A couple of times he's tried to find Trippier with that ball, with those diagonal balls, and they're just not coming off. Giving away possession far too easily. Yeah, Newcastle's build-up really hasn't been good enough. And I don't know whether that's down to players... I mean, Anthony Gordon's been involved heavily. He's been getting the ball in wide areas and nothing's been... Is that partly a problem? I don't know. But it's quite a weak side for Newcastle today. I don't think either of their wingers are first choice at all. And obviously, other than that though, fairly... I think everyone else is their first team, so... Yeah. Just being outclassed at the moment by an Aston Villa side in great form.
Yeah.
And Sloth is a big fan of Villa.
Moreno.
Villa scoring early, but yeah.
And I do think, and I'm going to put. I mean, I know obviously, he's from Craig Shakespeare at Leicester, and they go to Man City this afternoon.
Ramsey, and he slots through Watkins, and here come Villa in search for a second. Watkins cuts inside, and it's a big left foot of Nick Pope to deny Villa a second. Now Alex Moreno bursts forward. Can he get it across the box? He can! Ramsey is against the bar! Villa putting on a show at the moment, and Newcastle need to get a handle on this game. Moreno takes aim, but it's stopped, and now Jacob Murphy looks to incite a counter-attack.
And
they're coming forwards. Willock.
Through. Brilliant from Ollie Watkins. I thought it was
did everything he could.
And then
really.
the way he...
I feel Ramsey should be putting this away. Brilliant drive from Alex Moreno. Ramsey should...
Maybe Burns...
He panics.
Yeah, I think... Because he has to go high, because Burns slides in front of him, so he puts it on the ground, Burn blocks it.
Yeah.
So he has to go high, and just from that...
Just gets under it too much, and he's caught there by Bruno Guimaraes. Nothing given by the referee, and Newcastle can come forwards. Willock. Bruno.
Hopefully Jacob Ramsey's alright, because he's had a great start to this game.
He's just been caught... He went in for the tackle, though, so if anything, he's caused that harm to himself there.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah. Ramsey... he's gone in a bit wild. I don't think that's on Bruno. I agree with the referee not giving a free kick.
Just a 50-50 that didn't... That... I don't actually see if he gets caught anywhere.
No, Ramsey goes in for it. I think he just hurts his knee by the looks of it. I don't know what the physio's attending to now, but...
I can't see. All I see is the physio's rear end.
Look at his head.
That's not a gas.
So looking at a potential head injury here for Jacob Ramsey.
Neck, the way he's holding his head still, not his neck. But I mean, what a start from him! Brilliant 16 minutes for Aston Villa, and I genuinely, I'm not sound biased, but I look at their last few games. They're kind some. I mean, actually, hang on. Do you want to have a look at Villa's last 7 games?
Well, we've got a break in the game, in the action, sure. Aston Villa last few matches, 2-0 win to Nottingham Forest, 2-1 win away at Leicester, 2-0 away at Chelsea, 3-0 at home to Bournemouth.
So if we talk the last 6 games of the season,
Last 6?
Well, I meant the last game. They're running until the end of the season.
1, 2, 3,
they have
4,
to
5,
go.
6, 7
They've
games.
got to go to all of the top.
Brentford, Fulham, Manchester United, Wolves, Tottenham, Liverpool, Brighton. It's a horrible run-in, but if they take points from big teams, then they'll jump them. So there's every chance Aston Villa still make a charge at Europe, at Champions League. This will put them 3 points behind Tottenham, 6 points behind Manchester United and Newcastle. Tottenham would now have a game in hand, though.
United,
which would be obviously with the game today.
That big thing Newcastle will be is they are that would be 6 points there. Ramsey smash that one into the bar.
Yeah.
Shouldn't really hit the target. Emery couldn't believe it either. He fell over.
Emery's energy is sensational in this game.
And I think that's a massive... The transition from Steven Gerrard to...
His passion's sensational. He clearly shows a love for the game. Kane Onman says, I reckon Villa will get top 4 in Champions League and Newcastle only get Europa. Well, if this game was anything to go by, then I would probably argue yes, but I feel Newcastle's running's a lot kinder.
Jake Ramsey is going to be okay to continue. But yeah, I was touching on how good the defence has been for Villa. Solid. And I think it all started with John Terry and Dean Smith.
Yeah.
When they were at the club, and obviously, as I said, they're at Leicester now. It'll be interesting how they get on today. I mean, City away is not a favourable first game for Dean Smith. But I think he's a capable manager, Dean. And with Shakespeare and John Terry, the band's back together. Those 3 kept Villa in the Premier League 3 years ago. It'd be interesting to do the same with Leicester. I think it's a harder task, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly is. Sloth asks, would you like Chelsea to sign Kieran Tierney this summer from Arsenal?
No.
Definitely not. A big goal in the Championship, by the way. Cardiff away at Sheffield United. And they've scored.
Wow.
1-0 Cardiff. That is huge news for Luton Town.
Sheffield United, I don't know what's
bottling
happened.
automatics.
I mean, I've never really rated them. That sounds outrageous, but...
Luton will be 6 points off them level on games. 5 to play for Luton. 15 points still on the table.
Oh, Pope him. Oh, if that had fallen to the wrong player, they're Pope's in trouble. That is a foul, but they'll play... I mean...
Looping ball forward there from Villa, but it's nowhere near the goal.
Does Byrne get away with one there on Buendia? I mean, Villa fans thought it so. To me, it more looked like Buendia backed into Byrne.
Yeah, that's not a foul.
We need to get a closer angle. Here we go. Buendia. That one looks more...
When you see the contact that Burn makes with his body, you can see the argument, but I don't think so.
And I think McGinn wanted a goal, so he had a whack and hoped he could catch Poe down.
Pope was miles off his line, to be fair, so it was on target.
20 minutes in now. Of Newcastle, no threat, really. They've shown no threat.
Have they had a shot? Other than Isak's effort, yeah. That's about it. But Isak is in behind now. Esri Konza giving chase.
Oh, he's been fouled.
That is a foul in the eyes of the referee.
He knew that
came across Alexander Isak, got the foul, and that just means, Newcastle, Villa can breathe a sigh of relief there, because Newcastle, against the run of play, could have found a leveller there.
Yeah, they could have.
With the ball over the top. Who's going to win the league this season? Our Sloth.
I think it's going to be Arsenal, isn't it?
Probably. I don't know.
So they lose to Leicester, the title race is over.
I still think it. Well, probably. I still think it all lies upon that game on Wednesday the 26th. If Arsenal win 3-1, then we could go to a decider, a Premier League final.
Oh, Martinez has come out there.
He's done well though for our play.
If
Arsenal win 3-1, because they'll be level on head to head.
Yeah.
And so then if they level up on points, goal difference, goals, 4 goals again.
It's not going to happen.
If they level up on all of that, then we could have a Premier League final.
It's just not going to happen.
What a game that would be, though.
Yeah, City aren't going to...
Imagine the one
If Arsenal beat City 3-1 on that Wednesday night, then City aren't going to catch up the points.
Okay. I don't want to look at the realism of it. I'm just saying what a spectacle that would be.
Brilliant. It would be brilliant to see it last year with Man City and Liverpool.
Yeah.
But
so hopefully it happens.
Never going to happen.
You never know. On to the stream, I'm Harry. He says Newcastle win 3-1. I'm sorry, to lose 3-1.
That's a Fabian Schär's been booked.
No surprise.
Out Ollie Watkins.
And that is a 5th booking, so no, it's not a suspension, as you've got to get 10 now, right?
Yeah, because they're far enough in the season.
Yeah. Eddie Howe and his technical, his staff have
say to Graham Scott there.
And now Tyrone Mings with a deep free kick in his own half.
And Austin McPhee also went over to have a chat. The Villa set piece coach, the man, the myth, the legend.
I don't trust the name Austin McPhee.
I just think Nanny McPhee every time.
Yeah, so that's a back pass, no?
No. Buendia touched it.
Oh, I thought that came off Schär. Here's Sven Botman. Burn. And it's inside Anthony Gordon. He's lacked any threat so far, but now they're coming forward with numbers, Newcastle. This is nice play. Murphy. Ball in. Alex Isak, and it's just beyond him, but they're going to keep it in. No, they're not. Joe Willock might get there.
I feel like he didn't really go for that.
Encouraging play from Newcastle there.
Much better from Newcastle down this is
Jacob Murphy. It's a good ball in. Alex Isak.
I'd chuck himself at it.
I think he does as much as he can, really.
He dangles
sprints
a leg.
Forward.
Not chuck yourself at it, but go for a bit more conviction. I think.
I don't think he was getting there, even if he threw himself at it. To be fair.
I don't know. You never know until you try.
I think there's more chance he just flies it forwards, breaks his ankle, and he's out for the season.
Yeah, which would be problems to my fantasy team.
Yeah. Emi Martinez goes along with the ball. John McGinn brings that down well and then goes in for the tackle. Now Bruno.
Skips away.
Nice play. Ball over the top. Jacob Murphy, but it's
well.
stopped by Mings.
Don't think about Tyrone Mings because I think he's a capable centre.
He's playing really well under Emery out of his game. Emi Buendia, by the way, bursting forwards now. Joe Willock gets him well. But now he finds Ollie Watkins. The wrong side of goal, though. Still tries to dink it across the area, and they've not dealt with that well. Newcastle's out for a corner. Newcastle's defences usually look so solid, but Aston Villa, their relentless attack.
The line-ups are out.
Yeah, just Brian kicks off in 2. There you go.
Yeah. So
any other games,
cups,
yeah. Sheffield United are level, we are fuming.
In 4.5 hours, City Leicester kicks off.
That is gutting, that Sheffield United level. Even so, a draw would be good today. That really helps Luton out.
Douglas on the corner. Can Villa get a second? In front of the whole end.
McGinn. Across the box. And
Watkins
lurking at the post. Almost got there.
I don't think he realised. Full. Absolutely full.
Harry said Arsenal win 7-1 versus West Ham. Did you?
No, you said that.
think I went mental with the West Ham. I think I went like 6-0.
Definitely didn't say.
In predictions. I can't remember.
I thought I said 2-1 because I said that West Ham aren't too bad at home.
Burn. Goes down the line. Gordon loses. Somehow he's lost possession and given away a throw. He's not very good this. God. Do you think that's Newcastle's only transfer that hasn't really worked out?
Yeah.
Of the Saudi era. Of course, there's loads.
I don't know why they signed him. He's crap.
Yeah, especially for 40 mil.
I watched him at Everton. I don't understand what all the hype was about.
I'm glad they stopped Chelsea signing him.
He is genuinely awful.
At £60 million more is not sensational. Douglas, and then he kicked off the other day about getting subbed off, didn't he?
I saw that. That was in. The fact Eddie Howe's then gone, oh, we've got no problem here, and then starts him. If I was the manager, I'm not playing him. He doesn't get in my squad for the next game. With that kind of attitude. But I still talked to him, and he just tried to, just shrugged him off and walked off to the bench.
Maybe there's stuff going on we don't know about. Maybe his girlfriend left him for the chef, and they've flown off to Bolivia together.
Well, football.
What?
Shouldn't be getting distracted.
Sure. I'm sure you've never been distracted by any personal moments in your life ever. Great. Anyway, 13 votes in the poll and chat. By the way, 62% of you are currently correct with the prediction of Aston Villa. 31% sticking with Newcastle.
What a ball that is. Ramsey's in.
Can he find Watkins in the box? He's had to turn around.
There's a lot of Newcastle shirts.
They've recovered well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Dendonka on his birthday, and that's not a strike.
That was not the present that
That's going to find the back of the net now.
Yeah. Dendonka's birthday. Happy birthday to him. Don't know how old he is. I think he's 29.
And Dendonka, yeah.
Fancy to go from there. Could have tested Nick Pope.
8% draw as well in the past. Oh
my God,
someone has voted for a draw. Sloth asked, Harry, if you could match Chelsea or Aston Villa, which one would you choose?
That's a tough question because the only reason I would, because obviously I'm Chelsea through and through mostly. But
imagine the scenario. We're going into record one day.
But the thing,
2 knocks at the door. It's Todd Bowley. But it's also whoever the owns Aston Villa.
LSW.
Oh no, Perslow. He's turned up.
Oh, it'll be Perslow. Right.
Yeah,
Perslow turned up. The only reason I might say Villa is because I think my heart would be in it too much for Chelsea.
Yeah, same.
I
don't think I could ever manage Chelsea.
Because if I was, that's the thing, if I was managing Chelsea and we kept losing or we were struggling, I'd be so annoyed at myself. Whereas obviously with Villa I'd care, but I wouldn't care as much because I don't love Villa as much as I love Chelsea. Tyrone Mings.
I'd manage Villa and tank them.
Wow.
I'd sell Jacob Ramsey and just buy Adrian Rabiot.
Yeah, yours would be would you rather manage Chelsea or Luton? Basically, their difference is they're two very different competitions.
The vibe, because Luton going to be front next season.
All right,
of course. What are the stream, Gary Weisman? Hello, humanoids. Hi, Gary. Great to see you.
Have you turned into a robot by what we've been going?
No, he just used you as a subspecies of human.
All right. To be fair, Gary is probably superior of me.
Okay.
There's a human hierarchy. Gary's here.
And then you.
And then I'm
why is that the hierarchy? Who's in the middle?
He's probably up there.
Yeah, fair enough. Where's Candy?
Where's Gandhi? Yeah. Oh, you can't tell me where's Gandhi compared to Rose Parks. I don't know.
This is such a weird scale.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was basically trying to say that I think Gary's probably a better human than me.
Right.
Anyway, Newcastle thrown on this left hand side. Dan Burns taking his time. Good turn from Willock though. Can he beat Young? No. No one can beat Ashley Young. And it's a goal kick. Well, Dendonka and Young combining there to...
So that's it, didn't touch Joe Willock?
It did touch Joe Willock. You weren't watching properly.
Sure. Anyway, A. Martinez now with the ball at his feet. It's a goal kick somehow. Convinced he missed Joe Willock.
Moreno, he gets caught out there. And now here come Newcastle. Douglas was covered as well. He's still got it though. That's a good ball.
Anthony Gordon on the other side of the pitch. Can he make something happen? Finds Joe Willock. Back to Gordon. Ball into the box.
Big header
Headed away by Moreno. Watkins
so
throws
clever.
himself to the ground and wins
So
a free
clever.
kick.
His shirt's been ripped. Ollie Watkins.
Where?
Up here. On that bit there.
Oh, that's just the collar.
His collar.
He's just
Move
got,
his hand.
it's just got a dodgy
There's a
collar.
hole.
I reckon that might be cut himself, you know.
So yeah, very weird actually. That was just ripped there.
I reckon he's done that himself to give himself a bit more room. Maybe it feels a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, a bit of breathing room.
I can't comment on another one.
Kit must be furious though if he cuts up every single shirt that Ollie Watkins has to wear. Ollie Watkins just cuts up the shirts.
Yeah, well, they change them after the game. They don't wear
true.
the same shirt twice anyway. So, Kit man, just some bloke who brings some new shirts round. He hasn't washed them, has he?
He's got in a big Castor box. He just drops off Unai Emery's house. Is this good play from Newcastle though?
Joe Linton now with Trippier. Joe Linton, Bruno Guimaraes across the box. Mings gets it away, and now Watkins puts the pressure on.
Nice.
And Shaw turns well.
Really good from Fabian Shaw.
Shaw, ball over the top. Definitely could have converted there. From Newcastle.
Watkins does well. So good. Yeah.
It's out of play for Villa throw. Villa played well. I think they've surpassed, exceeded my expectations thus far. I thought they might struggle to break Newcastle down. As we've seen this season, Newcastle are a very good defensive outfit, but today
that's sloppy from Alex Moreno.
One back though, well by Lewis. They've been good so far. Dendonka forwards to Ramsey. He's done well to hold off Trippier and Joe Willock so far, and I think he's won a free kick. Or at least a throw in there. Lewis is angry about something.
I think he's annoyed at Alex Moreno for giving
Probably his hairline going back.
He does his loan.
No, he's not looking too bad, to be fair. I mean, he's still young, isn't he? He's like 25, 26, I want to say.
28, I'd say. 27.
So 1 year difference.
Yeah, but that's a big year.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Mings.
I'm going to have a look.
Martinez.
24.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Konza. You forget how young he is, though, because he's been at Villa 4 years.
Has he? He's not been at Villa for 4 years.
3 years.
2019. That's 4 years.
4 years, yeah. I know.
145 appearances. Usually, this week, when the weather's been bad, it's, not worked, the Wi-Fi.
It's really weird.
Today, it's just not doing anything.
It goes, straight from 0 back up to 4,000, and then from 4,000 straight back down to 0.
Yeah. It's been really weird. I'm not a Wi-Fi expert. Don't know if there's any Wi-Fi experts out there, get in touch.
Yeah. Well,
Alex Moreno
it's
now.
Not Wi-Fi, the only other name.
What?
If it's not the it might be. If it's not the Wi-Fi, it could be OBS being weird.
Right.
Alex Moreno on the throw.
Yeah, can Aston Villa create something before the end of the half? They'd like a second goal to give them a bit of security. Whether they're going to get one remains to be seen. Moreno, Buendia, cut out by Newcastle, and then Ramsey makes a foul. And now Newcastle free kick deep in their own half.
Everyone at Villa's got this moustache thing going on. It's a bit, I don't know why. Is it like a new Unai Emery thing? Because Ramsey's got it.
Well, he forces them to have moustache.
I don't know, but Ramsey's got it going, and Dendonka's got it going. It's just a bit.
See how you said weird moustache thing.
Because I haven't got any other facial hair. It's just the tash.
Hmm.
I mean, Newcastle fans do not look very happy, but here they might be happy now to see Murphy down the right.
He's trying to get a ball in. Morats it away.
Was caught by Isak on the follow through there.
You can see him hobbling a little.
I mean, Newcastle picked up the third most away points in the Premier League this season, behind Arsenal and City.
Makes sense. They picked up the third most points probably in this season. Oh, they have picked the third most points this season behind Arsenal and City. So
that's a bit of a stupid stat from BT Sport, that.
So it makes sense that a lot are going to come away.
The top 3 teams have all picked up the most points at home and away. Foul there by Trippier on Alex Moreno, and aims to fight the linesman.
It's interesting though that Newcastle's record is better away than at home, because I'd have said it's the opposite way around.
It might be. Their home record way even better than that.
Oh yeah, how many points did it say there? 25? Oh yeah, it's then. They picked up almost well, they're 31. I'll make it at home then.
Yeah.
So yeah, fair enough. Anyway, here comes Ashley Young flying down this right-hand side.
McGinn.
Now McGinn turns inside. Can he make something happen? Ball over the top. Ramsey in
Ramsey.
behind.
Pope
goes for the head this time rather than trying to catch it like he did with Salah.
Yeah, I say. No, when he tried to use his head and missed it, and then he had to pick out.
All over the top is Jacob Murphy. Newcastle starting to look dangerous as this half draws to a close.
Big block from Mings.
Blocked by Mings. Here comes Bruno Guimaraes. Thought he might be about to let one fly. Finds Joe Linton on the edge. Blocked by Mings. I'm surprised there's
that is a silly foul.
Surprised there's no claims for a handball there. The ball struck by Joe Linton. I thought it may have. It looked well, but even if it didn't touch Mings' arm, you're going to put your hand up and go, oh, you have a little look there. Get over here, I'll have a cheeky check.
But yeah, Jacob Murphy hasn't actually had a bad game today.
No, it's not that bad. Buendia's on the floor again. That was not a great challenge from Bruno Guimaraes, to be fair.
Don't know what he's thinking. And this is the Pope one. Watkins was off, so he had to leave it for Ramsey.
Yeah. That's what I think that was evident. But
and then Pope does well. I think Pope doesn't head that. Ramsey beats him to it.
exciting time.
No, but he couldn't. What I'm saying, if Pope waited to pick it up in his box,
yeah,
Ramsey would have got there first, so he had to head it away.
My Wi-Fi's really looking like a broken traffic light at the moment.
Yeah, no, and we're going to sort of try over half time, but I don't know.
Fair enough. Hopefully we come up with a solution. When Dia 1-2 with Watkins and it's cut.
Again, just couldn't get there.
Isak tries to appeal for a free kick. He's not going to get one though. And Villa going to happy just to play around the defence for a little bit. Here's Tyrone Mings in possession now. Mings can drive it out of fence, and he's found McGinn. Completely forgot his name there. Now Young.
Yeah, John McGinn's had a good season, I think.
Konza.
He's really picked up form since the turn of the year.
Yeah. Now Emiliano Martinez, and he's found Young. Now is Konza. Again, Villa. Happy just to be in possession at the moment. The longer they have the ball, the shorter Newcastle have it. Alex Moreno. We tend not to see Emery sides have much possession, I feel. I don't really know. I haven't seen enough of Villa from what I have seen. They don't tend to have the ball from
forwards. Watkins, I can't quite knock it into the path of Ramsey again.
Especially against big sides.
The sun is shining down in Birmingham, by the way.
Oh, he takes it past Murphy. Takes it past Moreno, sorry. Here comes Jacob Murphy. Still going, Jacob Murphy. Tries to get the ball across the box, but Moreno recovers well.
I like Moreno. I do think defensively he can get caught out a little bit. That's the nature of his role, though. And I think he's there. He shows he's got the pace to get back and recover. Well,
that's what Emery's looking for from his fullbacks. He wants one that can get forward and attack, Alex Moreno, and one that can sit a little deeper, Ashley Young. It means they always have three back.
I mean, that is why Cash is injured right now. But even when Emery first joined the club, he did favour Ashley Young to Matty Cash.
Yeah, because Cash is too offensive.
Yeah.
So he needs a more defensive left back to go alongside Moreno. Rather than Luca Digne, who's also attacking. So I could see Digne.
Look like that Emery wants to sell.
Yeah.
Villa are happy to listen to offers for him. And
Joe Linton tries to play it forward but can't.
Well, equally, if you bring in a more defensive right back, then Ashley Young becomes your more defensive left back.
What?
If you bring in a more defensive right back, then Ashley Young can become your more defensive left back.
Or just buy a defensive left back.
Yeah.
Probably cheaper than buying a defensive right. I don't know. Defensive left back, defensive right back doesn't really matter.
Just buy one of them and then put Ashley Young on the other side. Anthony Gordon offside here. Definitely was offside.
So then you have your partnerships. You either have Moreno and Young, or you have Cash and I don't know.
So they're back on BT on 25th of April.
Oh yeah, we do have, of course, at the end of April, another triple BT header.
We're doing two streams.
We're doing two, yes. Manchester City versus Arsenal,
Huge
and then Manchester United versus Tottenham. Yeah, Burn. Gordon keeps it on well. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. And now Kieran Trippier. Kieran Trippier. Don't know why I keep adding an A to the end of his name tonight. This morning. Murphy tries to slot it through. Poor pass. It's been sloppy from Newcastle. I feel like there's a lack of communication.
I'll be honest, they haven't looked like a side who's won their last 5 games. And I think that's why Eddie Howe and his assistants' faces look that confused.
Yeah.
They've been brilliant,
I've some concerns from the performance so far.
Tore Brentford apart, tore West Ham apart.
Moreno, Luiz. Sprays it out wide, and now Young can bring it forward as Villa search for a second. Buendia does well, tries to feed for Watkins. Tackle. That's huge, though, from Sven Votman. Isak takes it past one.
Oh, Dundonk recover as well.
Sorry, Joe Willock. And now Buendia. And he just plays out wide. Murphy misses the header. Alex Moreno. Ball in. And it's headed away. Punched away by Pope.
Pope just keeps using his head. Brilliant. Win it back high in the pitch, though.
Tries to get it across into the box. Stopped by Trippier.
Whole end. Very much appreciate that. Moreno did well here. Good punch from Pope, though, to beat Watkins to it. He looks so dangerous, though. You feel like Ollie Watkins will get a goal in this game at some point. Just bound to happen.
Yeah, seems that way.
Already got a goal contribution with the assist for Ramsey's goal. Douglas Lewis on the corner. Oh, I thought he's taken it.
Quick, cheeky little corner taken quickly.
To himself. Mings and Watkins in the box. Bruno trying to manhandle Ollie Watkins. They're going to actually deliver it into the box. This time it's flicked on. It's going to fall to Ashley Young.
Young might take a shot. He will take a shot blocked by Konza.
Sorry, yeah. Ming handball. I think it's too close to his body. I think it'll be too close to his body.
Trippier. McGinn keeps it in and it's headed away. It's another corner.
Yeah, I don't think that was handball. I think it did hit Trippier's arm, but his arms were behind him and I think it was too close to his body. Yeah, that's too close to his body.
And that almost strikes the
sleeve,
doesn't it? Strikes the sleeve.
It's kind of like that elbow bit there. It just strikes with his arms behind him.
But his arms both tucked in. Yeah. No real. It's not handball.
McGinn was always going to peel it though, because it did hit his arm.
Luiz. Oh, they're taking it quickly now, Aston Villa. McGinn. It's gone short. Young.
Oh, Luiz. Brilliant routine. Oh, no.
And they all ran up with the ball.
Oh, it's blocked down. It's God.
And Ming's trying to lay it off. Tried to be too cute with it.
Because he was facing his back to go rather than just turn and
flicked it off and overhead kicked it.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
That would be class.
Villa played Newcastle at Villa Park. Danny Ings did score an overhead kick.
Yeah. Since then, Danny Ings has been sold
to West Ham, who will now get relegated and probably get knocked out of the Conference League.
He's probably going to end up playing for Barnet in 5 years.
Or Wrexham in League 2 and go score 50 goals.
Yeah.
2 minutes to go at the half then. Villa have been very much in control, but here come Newcastle.
Do you think we'll ever see Wrexham in the Premier League?
Oh, brilliant. My question was, that's offside, miles offside, I think, but Trip's going to cut it back anyway. It's going to fall to...
poor effort, really, from Bruno. Given Rice never trouble in
my thing
goal.
was going to be is, do you think Wrexham will stay up next year in the League 2?
Yeah.
Trippier was definitely offside.
Because I think there's at least 8 teams in League 2 that are bad enough to go down.
And I think Wrexham... I think they're high up the leagues. I think Peter will want to go there. Peter will want to
look at the League 2 table this season then.
Wrexham beat Rochdale. Wrexham beat Crawley. Wrexham beat Hertford.
Yeah, and there's only 2 spots, so they're probably going to be safe, aren't they, Wrexham? I think they've only got to get the measure of the team that they came up with, which is probably going to be Notts County.
League
Hopefully,
2,
they deserve it.
League 2 has 3 promotion spots plus playoffs, so it's the easiest one to get out of as well. League 1's the hard, League 1 is probably the hard. I think it's the hardest step at league to get up.
No, Championship. Yeah. Championship's just a batshit crazy league with
2 minutes later.
These mental teams that come down from the Premier League with ridiculous budgets and players that kind of want to be there and don't really, and they're on fat contracts. Then you've got some random teams like Luton who have got no money and are somehow competing at the top. Then you've got sides that have come down a couple of years ago from the Premier League and they're still in the Championship and they keep trying the same things not working. Then you have people that just throw loads of money at the problem, try and build a good team. So you create a really weird mess, and you just got terrible League 1 sides like Rotherham, who are in, they go up and down each year. One year they're smashing the Championship, and the next they're back in League One. But Plymouth haven't been in the Championship for a while.
No.
Can't remember Plymouth, so that's going to be exciting. They're going to be a new team. Ipswich obviously back in the Championship. I think that's going to be interesting next season.
After 3 years out, was it?
Or either Sheffield Wednesday or Ipswich most likely. So we're going to see a side that we've not seen. We're going to see a side return to the Championship that got relegated a couple of years back, and then I think Plymouth going up will be an exciting one because they're a team that haven't really had a go in the Championship for a while.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the Championship next season. Well, I don't know who's going to go down from the Premier League. Genuinely, could be any of them.
Yeah, there's like 8 teams that could go down.
Do you think there's a conversation to be had? I know obviously the other week we spoke about how there's too many fixtures really in sort of competitions, but could there be an increased amount of teams in the Premier League?
I mean, also we used to have,
could it go to 22, 24?
We did used to have 22. You think back to the 90s.
Before the Premier League.
Yeah, before the Football League. Sorry, well, not the Football League. The first
Division 1, which was part of the Football League, but before the Premier League became a separate entity, really. But could you see the amount of teams increasing? Because I don't think any of the bottom 8, like the bottom 8 sides in the Premier League, any of them could get relegated.
Yeah.
But I think they're all Premier League sides.
Equally, I look at it now and go. The thing is, that you got to look at it and go. West Ham having a bad season, but they're much better than where they should be. Leicester.
If I don't look at any team in the Premier League, they're a Championship team. I think any team goes down, they piss the Championship.
That's interesting.
You're telling me that Southampton team don't put 100 odd points on on the Championship? You're telling me that Leicester team.
That's what I'm saying. Leicester have a bad season.
Win every single match by a cricket score.
I still think they would.
Obviously, you still have relegations, so you still get rid of. Remember when Huddersfield got to the Prem and just were.
I don't think Bournemouth for all that. I look at it and go, who would go down?
Bournemouth just need 1 year to stay. If they stay in the Prem for 1 year, I think they can then invest.
What I would say is, I look at it and go, if they straight back up as champions, Southampton, yes. Leicester, yes. Bournemouth, no. Bournemouth don't come back up as champions.
Depends who goes down with them, obviously, but.
Yes, it does. But also, I think if I look at their current manager, current squad,
but
they don't come
back
back
in
up
the
as
relegation
champions.
zone right now, are they?
They're not. But they're still in the fight. I think.
Obviously, but I don't know why you say that Southampton are rooted to the bottom of the league and have barely got any points.
Equally, I don't think there's 8 teams in it anymore. I think Palace are safe because Roy Hodgson has just got them firing. Wolves,
10 points off the bottom.
Wolves will be fine. I think West Ham will have enough.
There's only 2 wins though between 12th and 18th.
Yeah, but Palace, I think, will be alright.
And Forest should get out for relegation.
And I think early prediction for the 3 o'clock this afternoon: Southampton going to get wiped the floor with Crystal Palace.
Yeah, probably based off form.
And that's end for half.
It's impossible to base anything off form this season.
Yeah.
Because so many random results have happened. I could see Southampton nicking a 1-0 win for no reason. And then suddenly it all becomes tighter again.
Yeah.
The Burnley manager said they're going up. Yeah, well, they are, so fair enough, he's right. He smashed it. I'm interested to see how the Saudis will bolster their squad this summer, given how busy they will be with the European football added to their schedule. With Newcastle, Newcastle do need additions, because we're starting to see as we get to the end of the season, their rotation players aren't good enough. But not even sometimes their starters. I think what they need to do is if they want to compete on all fronts, I don't think Joe Willock for me starts every match next season. I think he's a very, very good rotation player, but I don't think I'd put him in the best 11. If Newcastle invest, I don't think Joe Willock should be in their starting 11 next season. But he'll be a sensational player to come off the bench. He'll be a sensational player to play, every other match, play in the Premier League. But I think Bruno Guimaraes is a nailed-on starter. I think the back four's fairly comfortable. I don't think you make any changes there. And obviously Pope. I think you've got 2 good strikers. My investment areas would be wingers and the other 2 central midfielders. I think you're comfortable with Bruno and DM. You just need a backup. And then sort out those other 2 roles, and I think you've got a really good side starting there. I also feel Newcastle need some more young players because they've got a good team right now, but they don't have many players that I think, yeah, he's going to be good in a couple of years. Like they signed that kid from Australia, Gurang Cole. He's a good player. And I think they need to do more bits of business like that because Newcastle need to be... They need to look at it as, we've got the money to invest. If we try and invest for now, they're not going to win anything. But if they invest for, the future, if they put their money into the future, then there's a chance they can become one of the best sides in the world. So I think that's probably their best bet. But obviously they want to be competitive now. They want to get trophies. They've made that quite clear from the start of the season. They'll get the goal has always been get a trophy. They missed out on that the Conference League. Not Conference League, Carabao Cup final. They lost, obviously, that final. But, yeah, other than that, and obviously that means now they don't really have they don't have a trophy they can win this year. But I do think Newcastle, that is their goal, to win a short-term trophy. But I think their overall goal should be to build a good side to be good in 5 years, 10 years. But, yeah, maybe 10 years is a bit over the top, They're signing, 11-year-olds, so they're good in 10 years. So that seems a bit mental, but... No, probably 5 years' time, I could see Newcastle really challenging. But it depends what they prioritise. I feel like, if you look at some other teams that have invested to try and do well now, it just doesn't work. So I think their best bet is to try and invest for the future. Because you're not going to be able to build a squad of players that are instantly successful. It never seems to work. Yeah, it'll be interesting how they play, who they sign. Because I think additions for European football next season are crucial. But I also would like them to prioritise the future as well. So, yeah. But you can pick up some good young players. Someone like Manu Kone would be a sensational midfield option. And at relatively cheap. I think if you get him at 40 mil, same price you paid for Anthony Gordon, then that's a good way. Someone like Manuel Ugarte, somehow there's not many people chasing him at the moment. So I feel like you could definitely get him for around that 40 mil, 50 mil mark. So there's definitely quality out there for Newcastle to go pick up if they want to make strides in Europe next season. But in terms of today, they've looked poor, Newcastle, uncharacteristically so. Their defence usually so watertight has looked sloppy, very error prone, and then their midfield's been run through too easily. Usually their midfield is very dominant, but for some reason, I don't know really what. Maybe I think Dendoncker clearly was a tactical choice rather than for a forced choice for injury. Obviously, we know Leon Bailey is out with injury. But maybe he'd have gone for Dendoncker anyway and it would have been someone else to miss out. Because I think having Dendoncker and Douglas Luiz in there, two more defensive options, have just given them that physical edge in there, which Newcastle don't really have. Phil Joe Linton has looked good this season, but he's still a little bit lightweight. And then Joe Willock is a good attacking player, but yeah, he's not really got those physicals. So another physical midfielder would be a good choice, but yeah. Young players so that the Pope can carry on the age old... Oh, God. Good joke, Gary, but yeah. You might as well leave the door open for a bit, but pull the blind across. The curtain across. But yeah, I'll show myself. Where's Eddie's house ceiling as a manager, do you think? Probably where he's at now, I feel, but you never know. You think a manager's ceiling's at a certain point and then they go and win something else, so... I don't know. I don't think he's a Champions League winning manager, but then I didn't think Roberto Di Matteo is a Champions League winning manager, and he was. You just laughing at Gary's joke, okay. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't know where his ceiling's at. I think Eddie Howe will win things in football. Also, another point. What are the positives and negatives for Newcastle of Champions League football next season? Because I personally think if Newcastle get Champions League football, yes, the money's really good, but they're not going to win the Champions League.
They don't need money.
Is it better if they do to settle FFP things? But if they had a choice, do you think they'd choose to be in the Europa League? Because they can win that.
I think the fans will be frustrated.
What, if they don't get Champions League?
Yeah.
I think the fans will be buzzing they're not getting relegated for a change.
No,
I do think
so much
they would.
Promise, and they've been in the Champions League places for so long. And when they got the investment, they expected big. Yeah.
In terms of Eddie Howe's ceiling, I don't know. I feel like he's not, as I say, I don't think he's going to be winning Premier League, Champions League.
He can get much higher.
He can probably get a cup at some point.
Yeah.
In terms of who they'll replace him with, who knows? The manager merry-go-round's insane. If Graham Potter hadn't been sacked by Chelsea, I think he would have been a possible option. If he was still at Brighton, I feel like Newcastle could have poached him.
Potter could be to England now, probably. Is that it? Could that be after?
You think Potter's going to be out of the game until 2024?
Who on earth are England going to get then?
Do they need anyone? It depends on how Southgate gets on 2024.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
Obviously, they'll have candidates in a shortlist somewhere, but well, that's Steven Gerrard.
I will never watch England again if Steven Gerrard's the manager.
Really? What if Gerrard's won Champions League with Liverpool and then becomes a manager and you're like, I'm never watching him again just because it's Gerrard?
I don't know.
Do you think Gerrard's got hope as a manager?
No.
Why not?
Because he looked good in the Scottish League, right? But I think I could probably win the title with Celtic in the Scottish League.
Yeah, but is it just that, for whatever reason it didn't work out at Villa, but does he actually deserve... Like, he's going to have more managerial roles, isn't he? He's not just going to pack it in now, I don't think.
He will. The worry for
Where
me
do you think
was,
he should
it's
go?
not even like...
Championship, abroad, another Prem side?
Championship, maybe. Abroad. I don't see him getting back.
All the options I've given, basically. I've asked you to pick one, you've gone...
I don't see him getting back in the Prem.
Okay.
Because I look at him go, I would understand more if it was only the tactical problems that he had at Villa, but everyone hated him. The players didn't get on with him. Backroom issues. The recruitment was crap. I just...
But is that a case
that wasn't his recruitment. Actually, no. The recruitment was good. Well, his recruitment, rubbish.
Who's he recruited?
Exactly.
What's that? That's not on him then, is it?
No.
He might have a fantastic talent idea, which I to be fair, based off his Rangers days, I think he did. He didn't actually get any of the players he wanted. He wanted to bring over like Joe Aribo from Rangers. He didn't get him. He ended up with
he went to Southampton, right? What's he did? Look at Joe Aribo at Southampton.
Sorry, that Southampton team is horrendous. He's actually played well.
Has he played?
Yeah. Let's look at Joe Aribo's stats for this season. I think he's been
I'm going to say 8.
Joe Aribo has made 25 appearances for Southampton this season. 19 in the Premier League. He's racked up 2 goals in post-Premier League minutes. From an XG of 1.44. So actually, he's doing quite decently.
I wouldn't want him.
Not a high average rating, but that Southampton team is horrific. But if Gerrard is given a team where he can actually, make the signings rather than just get them handed to him and he's expected to make something work, I still think he can do well in management. I'm adamant that anyone can become a better manager. Yeah. Especially when I don't think it's his management missing. It didn't work for him at Villa. The squad and him fell out, but it did at Rangers. So is it just that the Villa team just didn't work with him?
Maybe.
Because maybe that was too high level, too fast.
Yeah, that was a big step up. And I think especially because at that time Villa sacked Dean Smith because the season wasn't good enough, and they had to bring in a manager who they knew could keep them in the Premier League. And Steven Gerrard made it worse. I would have rather stick with Dean Smith than get Steven Gerrard.
I don't think there was ever any respect between Gerrard and the higher ups, given the fact that the higher ups made all the choices in terms of the squad, and Gerrard was simply viewed as a person, he's there. Whereas with Emery, he's instantly came in and got players he wants, like Alex Moreno, and Gerrard never got that sort of respect. I think that Emery's reputation has earned him the right to be able to choose players, whereas maybe because Gerrard's doesn't have that same experience.
He doesn't want that same respect. That would be strange, because then why would the Villa fans hire him if they were worried about his reputation and didn't give him any respect? That's
the Villa board.
Yeah, why would the Villa board bring him in if they weren't going to respect him or be worried about his reputation? I think it was just a really weird appointment.
Well, yeah.
I don't know why we did it, but
you could still bring managers in and go, well, we have reservations, we're going to make the transfers.
Yeah, Purcell's always dealt with transfers. He's kind of, he has.
But then, that's what I'm saying with Emery. He hasn't. He's let Emery choose Alex Moreno.
Yeah, but
I think that's a respect thing.
Gerrard, maybe it is, but Gerrard probably walked in there and went, I want Aribo and Morelos.
I don't think anyone have what's his name?
I mean, it was linked when he first joined.
Something Gerrard. Morelos.
Alfredo.
I was going to say Alberto, but that just sounded wrong. Yeah, Morelos was a hothead. He'd never work in the Premier League. He'd get too many suspensions. He'd play about 4 games a season.
Yeah, but maybe Villa just thought, look, mate, you are here to keep us in the Premier League, and you're gonna use our maybe they didn't want to give Gerrard as much time and appreciation as Emery, because they look at Emery and go, this man can stay for the next 5 years and just keep on.
Well, Emery's a fantastic appointment. I don't know how Villa pulled that off.
No one expected.
He'd have been my Newcastle appointment, but it's just somehow really worked out. With Eddie
everyone
Howe.
Thought the overachievement would be like a Poch just because he was on the market and probably got a job.
Yeah.
And then everyone was looking at more realistic options, and then suddenly out of nowhere, Unai Emery came in, and what an appointment it has to be.
Yeah, fair enough. And Villa seems set for the future. For now, I think he's a coach that can win titles. We've seen that. He's not got any domestic titles, but if he's backed by the Villa board to enough of an extent, can Villa pull off a magical Premier League? I think so.
Maybe,
the problem is in the modern world, you have to have a ridiculous amount of money to be able to really challenge at the front, at the top.
You do, I think, but I think Villa's other big thing is they are sorted for, as you said, player wise, on the pitch they are sorted for the future. Their young talent is brilliant. I mean, just up front, I look in the next few years, you've got Ollie Watkins, John Duran, and Cameron Archer.
Yeah.
Could that be a problem? They've got too many. That's 3 quality strikers.
Potentially. I don't really know much about John Duran to comment. I think Cameron Archer's a good talent, but he's really raw at the moment.
He is. I mean, he's tearing up at Middlesbrough.
Watkins is clearly a very good player. I mean, that was a good signing. And so I think also considering that some players that have been farmed in these Brentford type systems don't look good out of that system. It took time for Watkins to adapt.
I mean, this season,
but he has looked really good
under Unai Emery. He's really managed to.
How long is half time, by the way, our sloth? It's 15 minutes as always, so we should be only 2 minutes away from the game getting back underway. I think there was some additional time though, so.
I think it looks very positive from a Villa point of view, but I also think it looks positive for Newcastle.
Oh yeah, Newcastle could be in the Champions League next season.
They might have the youth prospects coming through, but they've got the money.
Yeah. In terms of Newcastle's long term, where do you think the ceiling is with that project? Can they go on and challenge these institutions, these grand
they certainly have
teams of the game in the same way that City have?
They certainly have the riches and the facilities to do that, but I think.
Do you think that so far they've implemented it all in the right way? Because they've not had the weird Man City signings. City went through a period of signing Robinho and players like Dzeko, who's actually incredibly underrated, but they had their rogue signings, I mean, as I say, reference Robinho, the guy who literally thought he signed for Chelsea. It's not a great start to the Mansur era, was it? But yeah, we've seen actually that Newcastle have come in and they seem to be doing everything the right way. They've signed a good young manager in Eddie Howe.
But do you think they could improve on Eddie Howe if they really want to fight at the front?
I think they can, yeah. But why change now?
Yeah.
I don't see them changing for a while. Anyway, Newcastle about to get outside the way for the second half. You can now close the door. It's actually starting to get chilly in here. It's still really humid, but yeah. Right, well, anyway. Newcastle getting us started for the second half here. It's not Alexander Isak. It's Joe Willock who will get us started. And now Newcastle get us underway here for the second half, where they need to overturn a tough first half. Aston Villa leading 1-0 at the break. Newcastle will look to turn the tide with his second 45. And they've started well because they forced Douglas Lewis into a poor pass off the pitch. Unai Emery still coming out the tunnel. And he earns himself a round of applause from the Villa fans. Marching along the touchline.
He's having a piss.
Anyway. Joe Linton on the ball. That's a rogue challenge from Buendia. I think he's fortunate there to avoid the buck. Have we seen a yellow card yet?
Yes,
I was going to say Fabian Schär, but yeah, all right. I haven't seen one for Villa though. I think we will start to see more yellow cards. There's been a lot of challenges in this game, which I feel definitely could have warranted yellow cards, given Buendia's putting a couple like that. But yeah, I think we'll start to see the cards pick up in the second half.
Probably.
Board forward from Trippier, flicked on by Newcastle. Caught and distributed fast by Martinez, but it's pulled back for an Aston Villa free kick. And yeah. Do you think Aston Villa are holding on? You're confident in your side today?
Yeah, I am. I still think my prediction will be right, though. I'll go 2-1.
Fair enough.
I think Newcastle have been too strong in recent weeks to not score today.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Isak scoring for a fantasy team.
I mean, my 2-0 Newcastle's off the cards now, but I could see I could see Newcastle turning it around. I don't know. Based on the patterns of play, though, I think Villa look that aside. And chat seems to agree, based on the poll, 62% Aston Villa, 31% Newcastle, 6% going for a draw. You good?
Yep, something me on.
Great. Okay, well, Emery Martinez now, with the ball in his hands at least. Aston Villa, happy just to take a moment, and then Emery will distribute long. McGinn wins the header, finds Jacob Ramsey inside. Ramsey, still going, Jacob Ramsey puts it through the legs of Sven Botman, but it's not come off. And Newcastle regain possession.
Yeah, Newcastle need a much improved second half.
Guimaraes. And now Botman under pressure. And Willock, I thought he was going to win the header. He missed the ball. Then Donker missed the ball. It ends up with Ashley Young. Back with Young. And now here's Buendia. Nice turn. Then Donker. And now Villa look to go back and round. They're going to switch the play potentially. Konza. Martinez. Villa being forced backwards here by Newcastle though. And now Mings picks out Ramsey with a bit of space to operate in. And a nice bit of skill. And now Moreno releases Watkins. He's in behind. Ollie Watkins. Players in support. Where's he going to go? Cuts inside. Takes a shot. Goes to the near post where Nick Pope can make the save. But
wanted it played into his path.
That's another chance for Aston Villa. Do you feel they should be making more of these chances? Was that a chance to take?
I mean, you've got to be careful against a side like Newcastle.
To extend your advantage.
I don't know what.
I think he's made that too easy for Pope. Though he either needs to go across him or really into that near post. He's just put it at him.
I think he wants a goal. He should have played it to Buendia. I think that's what Buendia was
in the near corner. By the way, that's a poor pass from Mings. And now here come Newcastle. Murphy.
Mings out of position.
They're outnumbered here, Aston Villa. Jacob Murphy takes aim and it slices across goal.
That was close.
Yeah. Don't think Martinez had that covered if it was on target either. And now Newcastle starting to offer more of a threat early in this second half. I feel like he should have been a little more unselfish. Jacob Murphy. He had options in the centre. It's not far away from goal, but there's probably players to the left of him that had a better chance if he just picked one of them out of the pass. Yeah, because we're not saying that if he wraps it in the bottom corner, so you've got to take some of those shots. And now Young lets it run through. Buendia tries to let it run through his legs, and that hasn't caught out Sven Botman though. Botman's first involvement in the second half, still no touch on the ball. Willock, and it's one back by Den Donker, and then Byrne smashes out of play. Aston Villa goal kick. But yeah, fast start to the second half.
Yeah, it's been good. I think Newcastle have already shown a little bit more of an improvement.
And that's a good sign. A sign that Newcastle fans will be happy with Miguel Almiron warming up. Interesting he's not started today. And a sign that Newcastle fans will be happy with. Aston Villa fans will be very worried about Ashley Young.
I don't want to see Ashley conjuring.
Laboured in his manner. Martinez.
He's got the ball here.
Here's Young. He looks more comfortable in possession, though.
He's fine. It's Ashley Young.
I think he will continue, Ashley Young.
Get on with it.
Emery's slightly cautious that his right back may be
hobbling.
Yeah, feeling a little bit of fatigue.
That's a nice play, though, on this right-hand side.
Buendia, lovely footwork.
Much early, Moreno.
He's holding a bit as well. Both of the fullbacks struggling a little with injury.
Yeah, and Emery's just saying to Douglas Wizard, play the ball to him. He had so much space.
Actually, not so young.
Leave him alone. Absolute legend.
Yeah, he is, but he's also not young.
Oh, he's not young, no. He's like 39, 38.
Yeah. Something like that. Anyway. Play continues. Newcastle with possession. Murphy down the line once more. He's causing them a lot of problems now, Jacob Murphy.
Mings gets it away.
Bruno. Trippier. Murphy. Nice play. Finds Isak. Isak holds the ball up. Trippier can cross, will cross. Mings deals with it.
Big clearance from Mings there.
Still fighting away for the ball. Trippier, and that strikes the arm of Kieran Trippier. No, it's a foul, sorry.
Also, I thought he was going to play for the handball on those goods there.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about.
Here. Oh no. That's deemed to be. It's too bad. It's a sleeve. But yeah. No. Free kick to Villa then. And Martinez is good. I mean, it definitely wasn't there. I'll be honest. Not just a bit. It definitely was not there. But never mind.
He's took that forwards, Martinez, but he now sends it long.
Also wasn't
Watkins
a penalty error.
wins the header. Jacob Ramsey then loses out to Trent in the air, but now Joe Linton with the ball at his
I
feet.
felt like bringing Jacob Ramsey in as well an FPL.
Yeah? Are you just saying that because he's now scored?
I did, and I brought in Elise.
Oh, if Elise now doesn't start or bottles hard.
Oh,
fuming, yeah. Let's sort of see Almiron back in a few minutes. Well, that's going to be crucial for Newcastle, and Miguel Almiron throws his bib away.
I mean, but in behind Alex Moreno, Villa have got to be careful here.
Yeah. Or wait, could they take off Gordon here, given Jacob Murphy's actually been present?
Because Gordon's rubbish. Ramsey, good run. Buendia, room to use. Young coming around down the right. He uses that.
Now Ashley Young. Not a bad ball from Ashley Young. Into the box. Again. Goes short. Here's Luiz. Ball pinged across the box. They might go two up
Ramsey.
front. Scratch that one against the ball. Might go two up front, to be fair.
Yeah. Watkins.
Isak out wide.
Wins another corner.
Villa pile on the pressure.
They wanted to get a second goal.
Newcastle will be keen to make their changes before they can see.
They went two up front against Brentford and they turned that game around to win 4-1.
Yeah. Wait, 2-1 up.
What?
You said they went 2-1 up against Brentford and went on to win 4-1.
Two up front against Brentford. McGinn corner. Right on Pope and it's headed away for another foul. Hate goalkeeper protection.
Yeah.
Because there was no foul there. I don't see anything wrong with what happens there. Nothing wrong. Never mind. Pope's got a free kick now. 55 minutes. Murphy's coming off.
It's just going to be Jacob Murphy making way. Miguel Almiron coming onto the field. And it's going to be Anthony Gordon as well. So they're going to up front. Sheffield United, by the way, have found... take the advantage against Cardiff. That's gutting for Luton.
So Wilson and Isak up front together with Almiron probably in behind that.
Conrad Burns, welcome to the stream. Double thumbs up.
Hello.
Welcome, mate.
Burn goes long immediately looking for the pair.
Callum Wilson, he's not going to get there. Conza deals with it. So Willock goes to left wing, I think.
Almiron to the middle.
To the right, and they'll go 4-4-2.
Oh, yeah.
Well, 4-2-4. They're going for this now, Newcastle. They're going to throw a few more forwards in. Here's Isak. Almost offering as a number 10. Wilson! And Martinez, big stop.
Anyway.
Wilson's going to be furious. He didn't make any contact with that one.
Yeah.
Martinez gives him the ice death stare.
Martinez did well to read it, saying that Wilson was in front of him. Wilson, that's a tight call.
It's tight. It's really tight. If he'd made contact with that, that's 1-0. That's 1-1, sorry.
Big save.
Lovely dink ball in from Alexander Isak.
Yeah. Well read from the Argentinian in goal.
So you have to cover off the fact that I might just bounce through, but also cover off the fact that Callum Wilson might make contact with it.
Yeah. 34 minutes to go. Ball goes long, Burn heads it away, and he's been given a foul for manhandling McGinn. I don't think Dan Burn's very happy with that decision from John Brooks. I mean, he's holding his shirt. I don't really know what he's got to argue there, Dan Burn. Look at him. Don't know how he thinks he's going to get away with that. Made it very obvious. His intention there to foul him.
Luiz might send this one long. As Villa search for another goal, and they are. Ollie Watkins does bring it down well and put out a play by Sven Botman. But he's confused as to how they've all been caught out by that, and I'm confused as well. They saw Ollie Watkins make the run, and everyone just went, alright, fair enough, yeah.
Good strike, that.
This is going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah. Have fun, Botman. McGinn on the corner. Will they try play a short and try a routine, or will they just whack it in the box?
Immaculina McKenzie, welcome to the stream as well.
Welcome.
Everyone hopping in with 30 minutes left to play here. McGinn. I think he wants to put this on the keeper. He does indeed, and
no
that's
one's on
probably
the
not a
keeper.
great
What's the point
idea.
of putting it on the keeper if
Give
no
him
one's on the
Pope's
keeper?
stature, and now they're going to try and counter. Alex
Then Don's gonna foul him and
Isak
get booked. Oh no, fair enough.
breaking with pace and stopped by the Belgian defensive midfielder.
Ball out to McGinn, brings it down really well to Buendia. Good turn. Has he been fouled there? Ref says yes, yes. Buendia wants to get on with it, and he does, but he's rushed it too quickly because Watkins
Cut out
quite away
by
to the
Newcastle.
speed.
Joe Linton.
Oh, brilliant from Dendonga again.
He's looked really good today, Leander Dendonk. I've not really
Yeah.
seen enough from him, but
Yeah, he doesn't usually get. He hasn't played too often because you've got Douglas Luiz, McGinn, and Boubacar Kamara, with Kamara
Indeed,
injured and Emery favouring McGinn out wide. But that was a poor
That's
touch.
sloppy.
Why do we talk? Oh, and Young's just gone through Callum Wilson, but they've still got the ball, so it's advantage
Joe
Newcastle.
coming down this left-hand side, can he get him all to the box? He can indeed. They've not dealt with it.
To Isak.
Isak
What can he do?
shifts
It's
his
a fake-
position
good
well.
save.
That's a good effort,
Huge
but
save
yeah,
from
Martinez
Get the crowd
stops
going
it.
as
Yeah.
well to deny Alexander.
Newcastle
Isak.
starting to apply the pressure. Aston Villa. One or two
Big
things to think
save.
about here.
Debut. That is a huge stop.
What?
A. Martinez is what they called him.
Why?
It's like his Argentina.
Ah, fair enough.
Here, what? Oh, that's not handball, have a word. Never. And Isak, brilliant to get him out of his feet and get an effort away on goal. Huge shave.
Yeah.
Again, from Martinez, countless times this season in every game, pulls off huge stops to keep Villa in games. That was one there.
Trippier to put the ball in now. Definitely got some height.
Puts it in.
Newcastle.
It's still alive.
Make
gets
advantage of it.
Only has
Bruno might
Plays
take
it
aim.
over the
No,
top.
Kieran Trippier.
Almiron.
That's oh yeah, sorry.
Side netting.
Well, that's Trippier. I was like, Jesus, he's techie.
Thought it was Trippier until he took 2 touches and then realised it wasn't Trippier. Ball bounced around. Watkins got it to Bruno Guimaraes, who played a lovely little dink ball over top to Almiron, who brought it down and on the volley just smacked it into the side netting. If he puts it on target, he gives Eddie Martinez something to think about. Eddie Howe.
Also, to be fair, if that's Trippier, he's rapid because he took the corner.
Yeah, so.
He's bolted it for.
Equally with Trippier being less techy and just smacked it as hard as he could into the far corner.
Maybe.
Anyways. Here comes Moreno. Brilliant from Alex Moreno.
Lovely drive. He's looked really good today.
And
He
he
feeds through
slides through
Watkins.
who's in.
Ollie Watkins, burying on
no.
goal.
Oh,
And it's
it's
in
in.
the back of the net. It's not convincing. He's slotted it home. Ollie Watkins scores again. He's on fire this season, Watkins. And can anyone stop him? Seemingly not, because not even Nick Pope's left hand can stop that strike. Aston Villa 2, Newcastle 0. Moreno picks up the assist, feeding it through to Watkins. That's a very good finish from the
that was expected, weren't it?
fire marksman.
That was expected from Ollie Watkins. Alex Moreno plays him through, or he might be offside.
He is offside here.
Yeah, I think this one's
Oh no, actually the arm.
Yeah, well,
Well,
VAR
Botman
will have
might
a look.
rule him on.
He could be offside here, Ollie Watkins. VAR are going to have a look. No, I think he's
It's
off.
tight.
I think his knee.
It's really tight.
I think it's going to be one of those harsh ones.
I don't know though, because
FPL owners are crossing their
Botman's
fingers.
foot is in line with his knee.
And his arm, his sleeve of his arm might be.
Yeah.
I think because the camera angle's not straight, it might be deceiving us, actually.
Yeah, I think Botman's ruling him on side here.
Yeah. I think the angle makes it look closer than it is, maybe. And FPL owners cross their
Again,
fingers, cross their toes. He's offside.
He's far fuming. What? That's a joke.
Goal is disallowed.
Watkins is annoyed by it.
That's harsh.
Yeah, that's another weird VAR decision, isn't it? Off by a knee.
That's very, very close, but the score will remain 1-0 then.
Yeah.
FPL owners furious. I mean, he's already got an assist, but come on.
I didn't even know you had Watkins. You didn't last week, did you?
No, I didn't. I bought him in this week.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. My
Not
position's
an
great
actual
though.
Watkins believer,
I've
then.
also got Trippier,
Yeah.
which was really weird, but I just couldn't take him out. That's good from Joe Linton, who now finds Willock. Could Newcastle now respond to that
Potentially.
disallowed goal? The answer is no, and it's hacked clear by Moreno towards Buendia. It's headed down, and here's McGinn, and Villa have got a 4-on-4 here. John McGinn driving forward. He's got to make the right decision.
Might take aim.
Oh, I don't
Not
mind
the
that.
right decision, but not far away from Villa's captain.
You know, Emery, just tell him to maybe relax a little, but I don't mind that. Because, I mean, the immediate option was mark Ollie Watkins, because he got the ball out. Do not mind that, actually, from John McGinn. That wasn't too far away. And the form he's in, we saw him score an absolute beauty against Chelsea. He could have got that one there. Isak, he tried to put in Wilson, but it's intercepted by Konza. Now driving out of defence.
Ball over the top. I think Watkins might be off again, but he's giving chase to it anyway. I think even if he isn't, he's not getting to that.
I still want to throw from it, Villa.
Sloth, are you on Fire TV? We're not watching it on Fire TV, but if that's what you mean, and we're not being broadcast on Fire TV, if that's what you mean.
I'd love to be on Fire TV.
Would you?
Yeah, as well. He's done nothing with it.
Moreno across the box.
Watkins
turns
and he scored.
He gets his goal. Moreno gets his assist. FPL owners are buzzing, and Ollie Watkins is buzzing because he's finally got another goal in the Premier League. That he deserved one just moments before. He'll be annoyed he doesn't have two from this afternoon, but he has got a second goal now. It's Aston Villa 2, Newcastle 0. They double their advantage. But yeah, he is now on 13 for the season. 10 of them have come in the last 15 games.
Wow.
Says a lot about the Steven Gerrard era.
I mean, no one's going to complain about that one because it was the same goal scorer and the same assister. Alex Moreno plays it into Ollie Watkins, who on the turn puts it through the legs of Dan Burn. Nick Pope doesn't stand a chance, and Aston Villa are in control at Villa Park and well on their way to getting a Euro. Yeah. Unai Emery is buzzing. And what a performance for Aston Villa.
Gary says, these really tight VAR calls are a bit ridiculous. I don't think anyone would complain if the goal was allowed. Yeah, this has always been my thing. I think VAR is... offside...
God. Gareth Southgate's watching Ollie Watkins. He might get called up. Yeah.
I don't think the problem's VAR. I think the rule is the problem. Offside in itself is too tight. The way I would do it is that you've got to be in line at some point. So if your entire body is ahead of the other player, then you're offside.
Yeah.
You're ahead of them. I don't think if there's any part of you level with the defender, then I don't think they can rule that offside because it's so tight. So why not make it that? Because if a player's darted forwards and they're miles offside, like we tend to see, Werner did a lot last season.
So often.
Or like Darwin Núñez, they're miles offside. Then fair enough because they've gained a clear advantage.
But
with their neck and neck,
Ollie Watkins' knee hasn't helped.
And I think it would just cut out people complain all the time about VAR. I don't think the problem is inherently with using video assistance to make officiating better. I think the problem is with the implementation and the rules aren't clear enough.
I think it'll be because I look back to the World Cup when we had the semi-automated offside, and it was
the Champions League, of course.
Yeah, and it's easier. It's
just
much clearer.
Bang, there we go. We know it's
because obviously the Champions League they show that
you still get tight offside,
but they make the 3D image, don't they? They make the 3D picture, and they put a barrier.
Yeah, and it's not because it removes bias, doesn't it? Yeah. If you make it you don't show the players and the faces and all that. So I think that's the point of. I don't know. I don't think they've just got some fancy graphics that they want to show off.
Oh yeah, no, does look cool though.
That's too fair, yeah.
If
we could do that on TFC, that'd be good.
Yeah. We'll first set up the connectivity issues, and then we'll get the fancy graphics.
And then we'll get some fancy thing that turns an AI version of you.
I mean, look at that. Sorry, that is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then, it was a good finish.
Pope really should be saved.
Pope should have saved,
It's not a good finish.
Do you think he's a bit of a downfall?
Nick Pope?
Yeah.
Was he now washed? Is that what you're saying?
No. Is he just got worse from what it was? Since that.
He got worse?
Has he got worse? I think since that red card at Liverpool, he hasn't been the same.
Oh, yeah, I think he has got worse.
Yeah. Yeah, true. How are you on 10 points, by the way?
9 from Watkins.
Oh, is that it? Who's your other one? Trippier? Alright, so I'll go on.
Trippier's a disappointing haul. Watkins not on for bonuses, but that hasn't accounted for the second goal.
That is ridiculous. He's got goal and assist.
Yeah, if not accounted the goal. He will be on for 3, presumably. The fans is just buzzing he's not on their side. But he's not bad. He's not been bad when he's played for Newcastle. That's what stuns me.
He played like 10 seconds.
Well, yeah, nah, he played
He's
most
getting
of last.
22 minutes here.
He played most of last season.
No, Dan. Oh, because he didn't have Botman, I guess. But Dan Burns obviously now win the starting left back for ages.
Yeah, but still, Target's still played. Especially his first half of the season, he played quite a few minutes.
Yeah.
Bruno tries to feed it through, cut out by Ashley Young again. Across to Douglas
Villa
Lewis.
has been brilliant today. I can't name a player that's put a foot wrong.
Here's Buendia. Out wide. Dendonka, Buendia, Dendonka.
22 minutes to go.
And across to Mings. Moreno. Lewis. Mings. And now it's Emery. But yeah, is there enough time for Newcastle to win? Yeah.
I'll be honest, I think Newcastle. I'm not. This might sound a bit biased, but Newcastle played off the park today.
Moreno. That's not. They've not. I haven't been played off the park, but they've definitely looked the worst side.
Yeah.
It's not 6-0 and
No.
they've not had a shot. Like they have had chances. They could easily if they put a couple away in the first half, they've had a couple of start the second half.
I think our team's going to make a couple of good saves, but apart from that,
Well, if Murphy's goal goes in 5 minutes in the second half, it's a completely different game.
I know. Obviously, Martinez saved Isak's shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Villa have been brilliant.
Oh, we've got team news, by the way. Chelsea team to play today.
What's Frank come up with?
Kepa between the sticks. Oh, what the Christ. Hang on. Yeah, so it's a 4-3-3.
Parries.
4-3-3, back to a flat 4. I swear we have no clue what formation we're going to play every week.
Right.
Chalabar right back. Fofana Badiashile pairing. Chilwell in at left back.
Yeah.
Gallagher, Enzo, Zachariah in a 3. I like it, other than Gallagher. Pulisic on the left, Sterling on the right, Mudryk somewhere. Mudryk on the left, Pulisic on the right, Sterling through the middle. Pulisic through the middle, Sterling on the right, Mudryk on the left.
Who cares? Yeah, at this point,
At least Mudryk's starting, I guess. Yeah. That's a nice
Watkins
positive for him.
Oh no, he doesn't even.
Pulisic, the American's going to be buzzing. And
Christian Pulisic.
Yeah, still no start for Mount. Aubameyang makes the bench. Interesting there.
Why?
Cover's there. ZX watching today as well.
Teams, Brighton teams.
Yes, we'll get onto the other lineups as well. I was just doing the Chelsea team because that's the one I care about. But
yeah.
Brentford, anyone you care about?
I haven't got any Brentford players now.
An interesting lineup. They're wearing their third kit as well, which looks
nice. Who they're playing?
Horrendous. They are playing Wolves, who have Costa starting, so that's fun.
Oh, go on, Diego.
Go Costa, come on.
Diego.
Kane does start.
Oh,
Elise's in the team.
Isak. Good.
Things we'll have to see. No one cares about the Southampton team. Fulham.
I haven't got any Fulham.
I have Leno. I forgot about that. God, I've made a mistake.
Oh, yeah, that isn't great.
Everton probably going to score now. James Tarkowski corner. Everton at just who is Gray?
Gray starts. Who's Gray? Is Gray starting?
He's a striker. No, I don't know who he is.
A geezer called Gray is playing for Everton today.
I'm going to find out who he is.
Nobody knows who he is. What's his name?
I'm sure his parents do.
His name's Gray, isn't it?
Damari. Didn't really think about that.
Oh yeah, we are stupid.
That's because Joe Garner is in the picture. I was just like, who the f***'s that bloke?
How are you that thick?
James Garner.
How on earth were you that thick?
I didn't think, that's Damari Gray.
Damari Gray.
My first thought was, there's a young English bloke there. A bloke called Gray on the pitch. I'm going to go for that.
How on earth we got that wrong?
I don't know.
It didn't occur that.
Sorry, Damari, if you're watching.
Yeah, it didn't occur throughout that whole segment that Damari Gray exists.
Segment? Oh, what a great segment that was.
It was a segment, not 30 seconds.
Okay.
17 minutes ago. I want Villa to see us out now.
Yeah, Gary, if Tottenham beat Bournemouth today, they'll move third briefly. Yeah, but they've got to beat Tottenham. To beat Bournemouth, sorry, that's not happening, it's Tottenham.
Philip Billing masterclass is about to ensue.
Dom Solanke, 5-goal
Buendia.
thriller.
Brilliant. McGinn. Dendonka.
But third place will likely be Man United after this weekend. Hard to see them losing to Forest. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know though. Have you seen their
I do.
team? No
Yeah,
Rashford.
they're crap.
No Lissandro. No Varane. No. That's it.
Yeah, but I look at Forest and I
Sure.
don't know anyone that's a competent
Gibbs
footballer.
White.
Okay, go on. And I like Brennan Johnson.
And Brennan Johnson. Serge Aurier played well last week.
Gustavo Scarp's alright, did he?
Yeah. He got good points in FPL, I heard.
From who?
You.
I've never said that.
You told me this morning that Serge Aurier did well in FPL.
A month ago. 2 months ago, when Forest did he scored, didn't he, against Chelsea?
Yeah.
I never said he did well last week.
Alex
He
managed
picked
to
up
kick
a
the ball
point, I
off the
think.
pitch. I swear you... Never mind.
What were you thinking of
16.
putting Aurier in?
No.
I'll tell you anything, you're going to just slap people in your FPL team.
No, I don't. I've got... My back three today is... Ben White tomorrow. I've got Trippier in this game and Chilwell, so I'm not picking up any points in my back three. I've got Alisson in
West Ham
goal,
won't
who's
score,
probably going to be injured. James Maddison's not going to do anything against City.
Just have Ings.
No, got rid of him. Don't worry.
Yeah, got Alex Isak for his 1 point haul. 2 points.
No,
just
you
down,
can't.
didn't he?
He scored 5 in his last 5. You can't say that.
And he's not going to outscore any of my forwards.
Who are your forwards then?
Watkins,
Yeah, okay.
Haaland, captained,
Yeah, okay.
and everyone's favourite.
And we're on. Big block
Should
from
finish.
Wings.
Doesn't.
Everyone's favourite.
Don Slanke.
Right.
Yeah, mate. Quality.
Yeah.
Would have gone Kane, but I don't back him against Newcastle.
I would after watching this.
Really?
No.
I just don't back Tottenham in general.
Newcastle bounced back like a 7-0 win.
Mm.
Because they've shown this, they have the ability to tear teams apart. I mean, they scored 5 at... Was it Brentford or 5 at West Ham? Or 5 at both?
Potentially both.
Probably both. Because Wilson scored a double and Isak. 4-1
Oh,
against
West
Brentford.
Ham.
It's 4-1 against Brentford, wasn't it?
So they put more past West Ham.
So they
than
went
did
1-0
Brentford.
down, and then Darren Rice scored an own goal. Wilson got 2.
They beat
Isak.
Brentford 2-1. They beat West Ham 5-1.
There we go.
Oh, that's right. I was saying, there's no way Brentford conceded 4.
It's because Wilson came on and scored a double right against Brentford.
Nobody Isak scored.
And Dyer.
And a Raya in
Dyer
goal.
in goal. Yeah.
Not Dyer.
Raya.
He's playing for Tottenham.
Imagine Dyer in goal.
Actually, might be less Dyer.
Oh, Douglas always... That battle's hard there, and when Diaz got it, then Donker.
14 minutes left here.
Villa are just seeing this out now. I'd
Yeah.
like a foot, maybe another goal
I'm
for
yawning, mate. I
Watkins.
need something exciting to
Yeah.
happen.
So hot in here, it's just been a rough.
Yeah, do you want to open the door or something?
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Because no one's cutting their lawn at the moment.
Apparently, don't help in the
I
goal.
swear, if someone immediately starts like cutting their lawn, I'm gonna go beat them up. Yeah, okay. Similar sentiments.
We do not condone any fighting.
Unless they're cutting their lawn while TFC Life is occurring. So, Botman, tell someone to do one in less kind words.
Who's he talking to?
I don't know.
Alright.
If Chelsea there's a 95% chance of Lampard being sacked. Well, there isn't. He's into the end of the season.
Yeah. They're not going to sack... They're not going to... You don't sack an interim. You never sack an
Well, he'll
interim.
be sacked anyway. He'd just be okay, bye interim.
Yeah.
Unless they bring in another interim, in which case he has been sacked.
Who is that? Elliot Anderson.
Elliot Anderson, yeah, youngster.
I thought it was Matt Target.
Newcastle have given up.
Yeah, genuinely. You can go have 13 minutes, mate.
They've
Go run around with
thrown
some
on
fans.
some Matt Target and now some random Scottish child. If he scores a brace now, that's going to be class.
I'll cry.
No, I'll laugh.
John McGinn will let it happen in White Mount.
I don't think he would. Isak, Bruno Guimaraes. Now
Can
we
Newcastle maybe get... Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe get something out of this.
They can still get a draw, I think.
I don't think Villa
I don't
capitulate.
think they will.
Oh, good hands.
Oh, Emmy.
I don't think Villa capitulate like they used to.
No, there's every chance they still concede 2 goals.
Yeah. I doubt it, though.
I don't think Newcastle defended like this till today.
Anyway,
Good.
Martinez.
Well, it's now a third member of the show. There's a B to contend with.
Well, it's a Hornet, Watford.
Oh, God.
Where's Kane Nolan gone? Oh, B. I could have said B's and gone Brentford. Why did I change it to
Yeah.
Hornets?
Or Wasps and gone for the Loughborough Wasps. I think they're a rugby team.
Yeah, there's a Wasps. What a rugby team. Wales, England on Six Nations
Would rather
after this.
jam a PlayStation controller up my arse than rugby, in all honesty.
That's grim.
It is. It's less grim than watching rugby.
That's not. That's quite good. No. At least it's against the women's, because England men are rubbish.
Yeah, it's rugby. I don't know what you're saying.
Elliot Anderson's on for Joe Linton.
Might as well be speaking Hebrew. I don't know what you're about.
I can't speak Hebrew.
I know.
Oh, right.
Did you Grand National?
No. No, we didn't do the Grand National.
Sorry, sloth.
I
don't understand.
I didn't bet on the Grand National. I didn't watch the Grand National. I'm not streaming the Grand National.
I don't like horse racing.
I just don't get the hype about it.
I don't think there is much hype.
I don't want to watch 7 horses race on a circuit and then get.
I don't like it for ethical reasons. I don't like the fact they make the horses race and they treat them badly.
I just think it's dull.
Yeah, that doesn't help either.
It's exciting about it.
Exactly.
Skip past it.
Like if you took loads of.
Whoever across the line first gets a ribbon stuck on their jumper.
Yeah, if you took loads of like chimpanzees and made them do cage fighting, I'd watch that, even if they were like ethically.
Yeah, that's basically like MMA, though, isn't it? Because we are apes.
Sorry, if there's MMA where they make 2 chimpanzees go at it, please send me the videos because that sounds quality.
No. But we are apes. We are humans.
No, we're descendants of apes. We're not like brothers with a chimp.
No, but we're like. Not related.
You're related to a chimp.
We're correlated.
No, not the right thing at all.
I swear that liner had grey hair. I swear he wasn't bald.
Shaved.
The line on the far side, I genuinely swear he wasn't bald.
Gotta trim him.
He got so bored, so cut off his hair.
I could do it half time.
Yeah.
Didn't notice.
Oh, the ball's rolling.
Trevor's out at 3-1, by the way.
Cardiff have gone on great, are they? 10 minutes to go at Villa Park. Villa should just see this out. It would be a big win, a big clean sheet, and a statement of intent to the rest of the teams in the Premier League that Villa are here to fight.
Do we get money if you said Aston Villa to win? No, but you get a round of applause.
You give us money, no?
You can give us money if you said Aston Villa to win. That would be horrendous.
I said Villa would win, so...
Model. Yeah.
That was obviously a joke, but if you do ever fancy doing it, it would be greatly appreciated. Ashley Young was fouled there by Sean Longstaff.
But yeah, Aston Villa not next in action against Fulham, but they are next in action on BT Sport against Fulham in a month.
No, forget on Fulham Leeds next Saturday. That's the crack of that
That's
one.
why I said Aston Villa are next in action on BT Sport.
Oh, I thought like the next team to play on BT Sport.
No, BT Sport will be back on Tuesday for the Champions League.
Champions.
If you wanted a short version of the Champions League anthem, Harry's provided one there. We've got 8 minutes left of the half.
Which one of these 2 teams is getting Champions League football this year? Or none?
I'm going to go Chelsea.
I can't even get on board with that anymore. I'll take conference. Can we even get conference?
Yeah, just worried about the Wi-Fi. Are we still live?
Yeah, we're fine.
No, I'd agree. It's just a really long spike.
It's been like the whole thing.
It's not. It's no long service to do.
It's
been horrendous, but...
I don't think it's the Wi-Fi, no.
Okay.
McGinn does well.
You're so secretive in your messages.
Buendia.
Watkins and it's 3. Ollie Watkins. He bags his 2nd of the game. His 3rd contribution. Been involved in every 0-0. What a performance in Newcastle. Well, could this potentially be their slow downfall, their slow decline out of Europe? And Southgate smiles. Are they putting him in the team? And Villa getting everyone together. Are they doing I don't know what's going on here, but it seems like they're doing a celebration.
Write that in a notepad.
Oh, I can make him sit on the bench like I did Ings this tournament. I did Wilson this tournament. But yeah, Ollie Watkins adds a 3rd for Aston Villa.
Assist?
I don't know.
McGinn? Oh, John McGinn, that's brilliant. No idea. Brilliant from Aston Villa.
Plays it across and
Ollie
it's a
Watkins
good finish.
In fine form. He is in electric.
That's a 14th for the season.
Just wow. It's clicking. We've got...
It's not even that good a finish. Newcastle capitulating.
He knows exactly what we need. Comes up
Like,
what
Trippier, Pope, both should do better there.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, the bubble's
Oh,
over.
Pope,
Pope's made 2
yeah.
massive blunders today for Watkins.
Oh, Emery's loving it. Emery is loving it.
Yeah. I think that may be who Watkins was encouraging to come over rather than more subs.
Yeah.
Because he went over to celebrate with the substitutes here.
Just wow. Aston Villa in dreamland. And that's game set match now, isn't it?
Pretty much so. 6 minutes left of the match. Oh no, and Trippier.
Does this
Sad.
give Jacob Ramsey's car, by the way, does this give Newcastle something to think about?
Who's on in his place? It's Callum Chambers. They're going very defensive now. So they'll switch to a 5 back. They're going to just see this now.
How will Newcastle react from this next week against Tottenham?
Well, it's a tough match. Tough match to return to, especially if Tottenham beat Bournemouth today. But they probably won't, in which case it's Tottenham. Even if they beat Bournemouth today, they'll probably be crap next week. So, yeah, I don't think there's much to worry about. I think Newcastle, they've got to put this result behind them, focus on their game.
Yeah, they've just struggled today.
They'll probably beat.
I think if you look at this, they've got to admit, they were better than us today. They were the better opposition, and we got schooled really, and they've got to move on from it.
But this is where Newcastle's potential problems lie: is that games like these they don't get the results.
Yeah.
And they've also shown in big games they don't tend to get results. They lost in the Carabao Cup final. They weren't. Well, to be fair, they did beat City. They drew with City, didn't they, at one point? But I don't know. There's still definitely limiting factors of this Newcastle team that could stop them winning trophies in the next few years.
Definitely. I look at Villa's run as well, and yes, it looks tough, but I think they can get results against the bigger sides. I think they can get a result at United.
And yeah, as highlighted by, surely a shoe-in for the next England squad. Surely a shoe-in for Euro 24.
Oh, you think he's got to be there at Euro 24? Who else is going to be there?
Exactly, Abraham's not exactly doing a lot. You'd imagine Kane will
on England.
He doesn't watch European football. He doesn't have BT Sports subscription. That's why he had to go today.
Well, he doesn't watch us live.
I reckon that might be his problem. He couldn't see tomorrow's performance against Chelsea in the Champions League. That everyone was banging on about in the group stages because
he was in Milan.
He hasn't got a BT Sports subscription.
Maybe he's got a criminal record. So he can't leave the UK.
Well, he went to Qatar, all right.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Equally, not sure there are if you've got a criminal record.
I swear that line is getting bolder and bolder as this game goes on.
I don't think he's losing hair throughout the match.
4 minutes to go. Aston Villa, very comfortable. 3-0 up. I'll tell you, I did not expect this game to be 3-0 today. I was not expecting this to be 3-0.
I don't think anyone was. I think that's why no one predicted it. But we had a load of 4-2s at the start, didn't we? So not.
I said 2-1 Villa. You said 2-0 Newcastle.
To be fair, I'm Harry. He came in at half time. Was probably the closest. He said Newcastle would lose 3-1.
Yeah.
Not far off.
And Newcastle could still
Equally,
score.
he did have the advantage of 45 minutes of knowledge that we didn't when we made our prediction.
Yeah, true. Very true. Like Villa already won out.
And even then, he's wrong. Newcastle haven't scored.
Yeah. True. Here comes Longstaff.
They might score now, though. Is that Longstaff target? Yeah. Longstaff isn't on the pitch.
No, he came on.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him. No. Not a great sign, especially on Longstaff.
Target. Was he fouled by Wendy? Rest of these, yes.
A chance on Newcastle, though. If they score now, a lot of Aston Villa owners will be annoyed.
Yeah. I've actually got a defender.
Any defenders or midfielders. 14 points now. Thank you, Ollie Watkins.
Harry Mile. Oh, blimey.
And then you're on 16. 13 from Ollie Watkins, 2 from Isak, 1 from Trippier.
Right.
It's just a bit washed, really.
How?
Yeah,
we're on the same amount of points.
Nah, you're 2 points ahead.
Oh, okay.
We've had a player extra.
I'll be fine.
Maybe
if Isak scores from this.
Ball in. Headed up into the air. It's a mess.
It's Conte gets it gone. Head over Mings and Moreno is going to try and dribble out. And then what's he doing? Why did he not put his foot through it? Tyrone Mings will then put his foot through it.
Yeah. 2 minutes to play. Here is Kieran Trippier. Ball into the area, and
Martinez can just bring it down.
Emmy's going to take a sweet time about this one.
Yeah.
Literally into the corner of his box, And then he picks it up. I was thinking, even if they banish his penalty shouter, he can still do it in normal time, stuff like that.
I understand why they're kind of banning it, but I obviously...
No, I don't.
Yeah.
There's something fun out of football.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Like a strike like a taunt a goalkeeper.
What are we going to do? Ban fans from shouting during penalties? Like golf?
Doesn't matter if Martin's sitting in his face.
Everyone quiet, Ronaldo's taking a penalty.
It's not, it's not. It doesn't matter if Martin's in his face because the ball bloke behind it in the crowd's calling him a knobhead. So.
Yeah, or they all wave their arms around, don't they now, for goal?
Oh, you're gonna miss. You're gonna miss.
Or doing wanker signs, which I'd argue is a bit worse than some bloke looking you in the eyes and going, "You're not going to score."
Yeah, and it's just part of the game. And he's
or
like
Dave from Kent,
with
his hand in your
He's
face.
dancing after he saves. What are they gonna do?
Ball over the top from his sack.
If he starts dancing after he saves a penalty, they send him off. And 4 minutes after.
Martinez collapses in his box. And that's John Duran.
John Duran.
Coming on some Premier League minutes. 4.
He has had this season. Because I know he came on and came very close to scoring, and Villa fans were like, "Oh, I wish he got his first goal."
Yeah. Such a great story, Harry. Thank you for sharing that with the show.
My pleasure.
Oh, everyone's applauding something. Oh, Watkins is coming off. That's what they're applauding. Ollie Watkins earns himself a standing ovation for what's been a sensational performance.
2 goals and an assist.
And on comes John Duran in his place. The number 11 off for the number 22.
John Duran. Whatever, oh baby. He's better than Messi.
John Duran.
Come on, John. If he gets a goal, scenes.
There's a band one they called like Duran so better than them as well.
Probably. Yeah, John Duran. Better than Duran. I think he could be a very good player. But I don't really know how him, Watkins and Cameron Archer all fit into a system.
I don't.
Yeah.
Watkins out wide.
Archer's
Duran
not
out
good, though.
wide. Can't Archer through the middle.
But what? Buendia. Bailey.
I
Bailey.
don't know, mate.
I like Bailey.
Oh, harsh one,
I like Leon, but Bern Traore, by the way, what a redemption.
I think that's a good chance. Just like Duran doesn't play for Villa.
That's the problem. I don't see a world where Duran and
Archer and
Archer
Watkins.
make it.
Or Watkins gets sold on to City for £70 million.
Duran's chasing. Oh, Pope wasn't there. Duran was in.
Yeah, obviously.
If Pope wasn't there,
If all the defenders suddenly had a cardiac arrest, but the game continued.
Villa would score quite a few because
right.
it'd be Nick Pope stood there.
Ball forward from Mings.
Duran's chasing it again.
Duran. Here he comes.
Duran. He's going to the corner. He's I like his physicality. I think.
Oh, he's just been button up with the ball by Matthew Longstaff. So, no, Shaunath Longstaff.
Longstaff. And they've been booked. Oh no, McGinn's going to be booked. No, who's been booked? Duran? McGinn? Longstaff? Duran? He's come on and got booked. Love it. What did he do?
Achieved? He got.
Oh, get a grip.
He lost the ball and he's just
Not a
swiped
foul,
Longstaff.
That is definitely a foul.
Oh, he's got great physicality. So far, he's done nothing.
No, I mean,
he got pushed off the
he's
ball.
shushing beyond Longstaff.
Yeah, that's not physicality being a wet one.
No, but I think his physicality and his build will be strong in the Premier League.
Sure.
Look at him, he's a giant.
Okay.
Ollie Watkins.
Moreno.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's really exciting.
I'm going to go Ollie Watkins because he's got 2 goals.
Yeah, I'm not because it's boring.
It's not boring.
It is.
He's been the best striker
It's obvious.
since
It's
the World
coming to
Cup.
BT Sport, mate.
I'm not copying BT Sport. I'm just using my brain. 2 good finishes.
You're not thinking for yourself, are you? Just copying Steve McManaman.
Might have been Steve McMahon. It could be Lucy Ward or Owen Hargreaves. Doesn't
It's not getting better.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. There are no improvements. One back though, and Wilson's released. Can Newcastle get a goal?
Here comes Callum Wilson.
A consolation.
Yeah, they're not going to get a good result from this game
they're
now,
not
are
gonna
they?
get
And this is disappointing for Newcastle because
And that's
they
the
could
full
see
time
themselves
whistle.
outside the top 5 come the end of today. Aston Villa 3, Newcastle 0. A strong statement of intent from Unai Emery's men. And now the Vampire can head back to his home.
It's lair.
Yeah. And drink the blood of the toon, because that's a big victory for Villa
Huge.
on their hunt
Huge.
for European football. But yeah, speaking of European football, join us in the week as we'll be covering all of the Champions League games as well as the Europa League games and the Conference League games on Thursday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday live from 7:45. All brilliant games. Make sure to join us there. Then on the weekend, I don't know if we're streaming. I'll have a look while Harry's trying to find the end stream music. Okay, I'm still going to have a look anyway. Whether we are streaming next weekend. We are. We're on Sunday. More Tottenham. Newcastle versus... Newcastle, I meant. That's right, yeah, not Tottenham. We haven't watched Tottenham in weeks.
I don't care.
Newcastle versus Tottenham on Sunday. Make sure to join us there. But yeah, great streams throughout the week. Great stream on Sunday. Hope to see you all there. And hopefully our Wi-Fi is a little more reliable than Nick Pope's left hand has been today. But yes, that is all from us today. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.